Hello, 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 everyone. We are live. Okay. It's your girl, Monty, Queen Bee of Petty today. Dr. Joy, pre PhD. She's the knower of all things, even if she's wrong. And
Mm-hmm.
Kelly. My computer's trying to reboot, so I'm going to try to make it not. We're here to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. The main one we're going to talk about is Family Fidelity and Fish Fry, but we missed the week before, so we're going to kind of touch on that as well. How are you ladies today? I haven't seen you in forever. What do you have on Instagram? Go ahead.
I'm good.
You good? Okay, what about you, Kelly?
Happy.
Good. Tired.
Yeah.
Good.
Awesome sauce. Okay, so we're gonna rate the episode, do our chat stick moment of the week, and then we'll get into Huntsville. Is that good? Good idea, ladies? Y'all like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna share it out too to people. And we're also on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, get on and say hi. Even though I know you can see comments. How would you rate the last episode? No, of Huntsville. Let's do that. Yes, it's me. Oh, that might have been you, Callie. That's why you couldn't get in. Sorry. How would you rate the it was asking me, was I trying to get in? And I was like, no. Sorry.
That's okay.
How did you rate it?
I would rate it. It was okay. I'd give it a 6, maybe.
Oh. And this was the finale, right?
Right.
Okay. What about you, Joy?
Hi, Marcia.
I give the episode 30 before season 6, episode 30, according to Hulu. I would give that one like an 8. It was interesting.
Okay.
It was very interesting from beginning to end. Yeah. It's the 31. I'm with Callie. I would give it like a 6. It was a bunch of fillers.
Yeah.
And it looked like fillers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, at least he brought those storylines to end.
Yeah.
And hopefully the coochie one will never come back. Right?
I'm a little sad I didn't see Tiffany on the last episode. At least to have coffee with somebody. I miss Tiffany.
I think theirs did come to an end when they.
Yeah,
I think she.
Yeah, but they only said goodbye to each other, though. You know.
Oh, I got you.
To see her speak to somebody else.
That is true.
Well, they didn't say goodbye to each other either. They weren't together for one last hurrah. The trip was the last hurrah. All of these were individual scenes to kind of close out the stories. They didn't close out the Fletchers, though.
Right.
But they did close out, like, what's her name? Stormi got resolved. Her story kind of ended. Kimmi finally giving Maurice some. Tisha and Marsau had they little powwow, and which was interesting. And then you had Marsau and Melanie with that fake scene. But
Martell, you mean?
What did I say?
Martell?
I meant Martell.
That's me, y'all. I'm sorry.
I meant Martell. Hey. Yeah. So I mean, I think they kind of brought it to end, but I liked the episode before it much better. And it was weird how they just popped up at home. Like it had to be something else that happened once they got back to their house.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you know what I mean?
Do y'all want to do our chest stick moment before we get into the episodes, or
wait?
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to do. I have to get into my Facebook so I can load it. I just realized one login. Tamia and her boo. What y'all think about Mia and her new boo? Is that crazy?
So I need to listen. Are y'all sure that little boy is not Gordon's son?
That's him, girl. I'm going to show you pictures of her with him and Jacqueline. They was just out partying.
Yeah, they have been. Okay, I don't know if y'all watched that one video that I sent y'all, but y'all know this is who her friend was hinting at, allegedly,
right
at the reunion. And she made the comment, if you all just to kind of jog your memory, at reunion, what's her friend name? Y'all remember?
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline.
Her and Jacqueline.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Mia's friend, Jacqueline, remember she had these papers and she was like, well, your husband thinks you're cheating on him. He thought you were at a hotel or at a game or something. And then Mia said that she was with her ex's mother. Well, apparently this is the ex. So this is a guy that she had history with. And I don't know if you all had the opportunity or if you get some time, if you go under Instagram where people are talking about it, people know this guy. They're saying that he's a good guy.
He's a DJ. I looked at his page, unfortunately, a whole lot because I'm nosy.
But he's out there. Posted the same picture on his page too, right?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yes,
let me put it up here. I'm about to put it up here.
He's not being shy. But he's out in the community helping everybody. He's very active in his community. But my thing is, if we're going to really be honest about what Mia has portrayed of herself, he didn't have enough money for her. So I don't know what's going to happen with that.
That's him, the boy Inc. So
it was like it's been 2 decades since we celebrated a birthday together. If only the world could see how we brought in a lot. No, we brought in what it brought in. Let me say this. Okay, so I'm a sucker.
Go ahead.
I am a sucker. I hate to say it like this. I am a sucker for a second chance romance. That is my favorite genre to read and write. All my stories.
But she's not divorced, Joy.
And wait a minute, can I just
probably 85.
Look, Monty,
did you know
this? Wait a minute, Joy. Hold on. I am so sorry to interrupt, but just before I forget, did you notice what Joy put in our messages the other day? She said she out there being a hoe. I'm thinking, I never once heard her call Portia a hoe. Not one time.
Well,
well,
you know.
What?
But Sam
Portia was. Joy. Joy gonna have to think about that one.
All I keep this is first of all, this is a different situation.
No, it's not a different. We're talking about all marriage.
For me, it is, and I don't think. I mean, again, he had literally filed for a divorce. They literally had their divorce on the docket.
Joy,
it had a date.
They were not divorced.
It had a date.
There shouldn't be anything surrounding the facts. They weren't divorced.
His wife was pregnant with another man's baby.
They were not divorced.
Listen, whatever. That is the same situation, and they both were thoughts, and I ain't mad about it. Okay, it's okay to be a thought in 2023 and 2024.
But if her thing is money, how is this happening?
She followed. She went with security. What a lot of women do instead of going with her heart. He probably was a struggling. If he said 2 decades, that's 20 years. Yeah. He probably was a struggling up and coming DJ back then, barely making ends meet. She obviously moved on twice because her oldest child is not G's, and she married G. She probably married for security. A lot of women do.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's doubting that. But she said, or they are saying that she possibly also left him because she no longer feels secure. So you run to a DJ?
Well, I mean, he's kind of okay. But I think that's what happened. Like, what do you call it? Nationally picked up. So, I mean, if you look at some of these TikTok people and all them with the followers, they making millions. So he may not be like million, but I don't think he's broke.
I don't think he's broke either, but just when you hear about what she is out there for, I just don't know that. But whatever.
Listen, she for the streets, and she is for getting her back cracked in 2024, and therefore
she's been with a 60-year-old that literally had prostate cancer, who's probably not been able to. He admitted with his own mouth on that TMZ thing that he has allowed her the okay to sleep with men.
Yeah.
But he hasn't allowed. He didn't want her to have feelings.
Right.
Right.
He didn't okay no ex. And and I wouldn't okay an ex either. Would you?
He asked her to be honest about it. He said she's been seeing this man and she hasn't been honest about it at all. So she's whatever. You know, in the end though, she's not gonna be with Gordon. She wants to be with this little kid, then go for it. They cute. I mean, he looks like Gordon to me.
He is.
Maybe 34, he looks like Gordon.
35. How old do you think he is?
He probably
and she's
supposed
to be
34, 35.
You remember Mia say she's 37 or 36.
Well,
Mia says she's younger than Candace.
That's crazy. I think they're like the same. I think Candace just turned 36 or 37.
She just turned 37.
Then Mia, let me see how old she is. Let me see what live.
Look and see what Mia's saying. Because we thought Mia was. Hey, we're going to find this.
Yeah, I don't know his real name.
Okay. But I want everybody to know that tomorrow we're going to do we do a year-end review. We're going to do it like an award show. And we're going to award some people I call it name them. Name them. We're going to name them, honey.
Oh, God.
Our best and worst of 2023. So please join us tomorrow about the same time. And we're going to have a good old time. And you all can participate and name who y'all think fits the categories as well. All right. So we're going to go name them and look up this boy's name so we can find his age. Let me say this too. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do y'all remember when Mia was on Watch What's Happening Live?
Yes, I do.
She teased that he would be on the next season with Andy.
Yep.
But Andy flat out asked her. Did y'all not think she was playing? Because I did.
No, I didn't.
I didn't, because she had posted a video. She had posted this video. This picture is what I thought prompted G. She had posted this picture of her kind of like sitting somewhere. Mm-hmm. And she was like, with you, everything, something. It was something. I said, oh, Lord, that girl that got out there and got her a man. I remember thinking that. Because it was very clear to me what Karen and Mia were saying when they weren't saying anything. I read between lines very easily. And both of them have arrangements with their husband. Why they don't get into Karen, to me, is ridiculous. That's why I'm like, I don't understand how nobody says anything about Karen, because Karen got that same arrangement that what's his name had, that Mia had.
But maybe they don't care about Karen ever, because Karen tried to get said Wendy was not a good fit for the show. She didn't know Wendy. Nobody says anything about her saying that. Karen tried to get Candace fired. Nobody says anything about that. Karen skates by. But let me show y'all the comments from the cast, honey, when they saw it. So Wendy said, bitch, I'm gagging. Giselle said, oh, 2024 coming in hot. Ashley,
the hard soft lunch. That was it right there.
2024 already looking good. So they know this man, okay? He is not he's not an enigma to them. Our award shows tomorrow. We want to see a lot of y'all. I didn't get my notes together.
We're gonna start off a little bit on season 6, episode 30, according to Hulu. Houston, we have a Kiki. When Kiki came into the house and apologized. That's how it starts.
Houston, here comes a Kiki. Is that not what it's called?
We had my TV. I'm looking at. I'm watching.
I had the wrong title, honey. I had episode 28,
season 6, episode 30. Houston, we have a Kiki.
We have a Kiki. Yeah. Okay. So the only where I started off was everybody comes to the house and Melody want to make sure her room and she's safe, and I'm like, girl, you was safe. Okay, what y'all think about that?
They said she wasn't even staying in the house. She was staying in another house.
Good.
And I think it was a house on the premise, like a mother-in-law kind of house, but she wasn't in there. Stormi and Courtney show up late. They didn't have a babysitter, so I feel like she like Kenya. She don't go nowhere without her baby. Is that an issue with y'all? Because I know some people hate it for Kenya.
I
don't think so either.
I don't think I don't really care as long as she, she show up. My issues with her don't have nothing to do with her baby. Go on.
Oh yeah, because we'll talk about that later. Because you excuse Phaedra's craziness, but can you be the best? Okay, and then so they about to leave, right? And they start talking about a baby, and Marsau's like, "Why everybody talking about a baby? Why everybody talking about a baby?" And then somebody said, "Marsau, you want to keep the baby?" And Courtney said, "You don't even keep your own kids."
Okay, that's a different episode. That's 29. So that may be here come there.
That may be why I got that. Okay.
Yeah.
So we didn't do that one either then, y'all. We have not done a lot of hunting.
Yeah, we have no.
All right. So did we talk about Marsau and the baby thing?
We've talked about it before.
Yeah,
when Tisha first thought she was pregnant. I don't think there's anything. He's just selfish. You know, of course he's going to accuse her of cheating. That's just him and Martell.
And we talked about Martell bringing the lady in.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell you from a male's perspective, my husband, what did he say?
I don't think we talked about this on here.
I'm not trying to put you in here. What did you say about
he said, I ain't Bennett, don't put me in.
Did you think that with Martell, with Marsau Tisha, do you think it was fair for him to think that she was
cheating,
having an affair since she thought she was pregnant? You think that was fair game?
He looking at Joy like
now
he out this.
He said
he said I am Bennett and mine ain't in it, right?
Okay.
I just think I feel like the reason I feel like it's not right is because Tisha has fought tooth and nail that she believes him, but he can't do the same for her. And I just feel like even if he felt a certain way, he should have done it behind closed doors, because she has fought all my life. I had to fight for him. Okay, she has said, I know my husband, I know my marriage, I know he ain't cheating every chance she could get. And the first time he does something, he's like, are you cheating? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because a person who cheats is afraid that they're getting cheated on. And there we go. Go ahead. What y'all got to say?
I didn't take him seriously though. He knows Tisha ain't cheating on him.
I don't know, y'all. He bringing that to the reunion too, Callie. Did you see the thing?
Yes, but it's just Marsau. He knows good and well that, because if she was going to cheat on him, she would have been done it with all the rumors out there about him. He knows Tisha's not that kind of girl. I really believe that. He's talking crap just like Maurice does, but I think they are both a lot nicer than they come off on TV, and that they are not out there doing them women as wrong as they make it look on TV. Marsau knows good and well she
was cheating.
I think it is not good for him necessarily to say it out loud. I agree with that part, but I don't think it's unreasonable if a man gets a vasectomy and his wife pops up pregnant to even in joking say, this is my baby, right? Like, because my goofiness, I would think that. I can't think of an opposite equivalent for a woman. Because even if we got our tubes tied, unless there's a situation where you have a guy that's like dead against having a baby and, nature happens, I don't think because it's something that men have no control over a lot of times, I wouldn't even think a man would even wonder, how is that possible? Like, for you, did you do this on purpose? Like, I don't know. I just
want to say what I was thinking. I don't think they was having that much. I don't think they was having that much sex, and he was like, "How you pregnant? We ain't even doing it." To me, that's the only way I would feel like it's justified. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Yeah, if it's justified, and he could say it out loud. Correct. But if they was having sex every other night or whatever. Then it's it's a possibility. So I don't know. I don't know. I hope it was. I don't even want him to do that for good TV though. I think it's disrespectful to his wife.
People think they're faking.
Absolutely,
they are.
People think that this was a way for them to turn the tables on their cheating scandals and make it about Tisha. I don't know if we actually heard about this before the season even started, and I remember thinking, man, that's stupid. And then it was the pregnancy thing, and I was like, that's how they gonna play it? Because we had been kind of hearing rumors Because we have been hearing rumors about Tisha. I heard some rumors about her a while ago. And have nothing.
That she
Not
was
that
pregnant?
it could have been. Oh no. There
Oh,
were
okay. I mean,
rumors
I know
that
she
Tisha
gained
was
some weight,
pregnant
so
a
I was
while
thinking
ago.
maybe people were saying
No,
that she.
not about her being pregnant. But I
Oh,
mean,
showed
I
that.
didn't believe them. I didn't believe them because they seemed so mean to write. That sounded like something a girl would say. It
Oh, I
didn't
know what you're
sound
talking
like,
about.
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
think serious,
it was
so.
so mean in nature. Dudes may talk
Dudes
like
don't do
that,
that.
but that dudes really don't do that.
They don't do that. That was
So
a
it sounds
girl.
so
That
yeah. So
could
when
have been his side chick. Okay, we don't.
it
I'm
could
just playing.
yeah,
Martell
so it
had no
could have
side chick.
been. I don't know what it was, but I didn't find those credible.
You know what I didn't do, and we're gonna do it now.
Oh,
Everything we
correct.
say
Yeah,
is
Mel's
allegedly
back
our
and everything.
opinion,
Yeah,
entertainment purposes
he sure
only.
does, Angela.
Can let me say this real quick. Everything we say is allegedly our opinion, entertainment purposes only. Do not hold anything against us. We just having fun. Okay, go, Callie.
No, I'm just agreeing with what Angela put. He's
Yeah,
just being
What she say? What she say?
an a-hole.
let's talk about. I don't know if we were on the other episode that comes before this finale. What did y'all think about? Which I thought was kind of crazy. That Stormi would say something later. Did y'all think that the energy that Kiki brought to the room kind of changed the temperature amongst them?
At the
Like
when they
to
first
me,
got to Texas?
So we say okay. So we're gonna start
no,
with
when
Kiki coming
she
in.
got in. So when
Or do y'all
Kiki
want to talk about
walked
the
in,
trust fall?
yeah. So
Oh,
okay. So they were having a
we,
trust fall. How do I get this comment off? They were having a trust fall thing. I didn't really watch that part. I don't even know what happened, but everybody was falling. And then Kiki comes. Is that what happened, Joy? Is that what happened? Okay.
yes.
And so they're saying as soon as she walked in, the energy just shifted.
yeah, it did.
I don't know. I
And
think
she
so.
apologized. She apologized first to everybody in the whole group for fighting. I felt like her apology to Kimmi and Maurice was far more uh, sincere than it was Tisha.
Why
Like
do you think that?
Because she said all the right things. She said she hit every mark. She's not an unintelligent person.
Right.
She hit every mark of apology. She took ownership of what she did. She used words because it was, which usually is associated with some kind of shame. So she was like, I embarrassed. I violated your home. Those are sincere apologies. Now you say a person can memorize those things, but her apology to me, to Kimmi and Maurice, was sincere. Now they did come back with, it's been a month, and then she was honest. I was embarrassed. Plus, I had to deal with the fact that you just dealing with cancer. Here I am messing up a celebratory time for you.
Right. But why do you think her petition wasn't?
Because it wasn't sincere, and it showed it in when she did her confessional. She literally said, "I apologize, but I'm not sorry."
But I'm not sorry. Yeah,
there's
she did
a
say that.
Yeah. She said, so her apology was very sincere to Kimmi and Maurice. It was not to Tisha at all.
I thought she did great
with
the apologies, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because most people when they apologize, they say, "I'm sorry that you feel this way. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry this." She didn't do any of that in apology to neither one of them. She really,
but she didn't take on what she did say. Okay. She said she violated her faith. So go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead.
She's honest though. I mean, Kiki's honest. She said, I'm sorry that I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry." She was honest about it, and you got to kind of respect that. But I felt bad for Tisha because they should have spoke to Tisha before giving Kiki the okay. Not that Tisha's running the show, but just because there were hands laid, even though Tisha was the kid that was crawling on the ground. They still should have mentioned it to her first. I will say
so
that.
That's a question, I guess. That's a good question to ask,
was justified.
So when Nell was talking to Chris and she was saying Kiki's coming, why did she not, after she had that conversation with Chris, because he didn't like it? You see, your husband's even uncomfortable with it. Why didn't you, after you saw how uncomfortable either your husband was, did you not run and tell Tish? Like, why did you hold that from her? Should she have told her as soon as she said yes to Kiki?
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been the polite thing to do.
Yeah.
So I wonder, why do you think she didn't? Production, or do you think she just...
They were at this place where they were going to all come together and trust that you're going to let me fall into your arms instead of on the floor. What better place to come to and talk something like that out is probably what Nell was thinking. That's why we're here. We're going to have some conversations and learn how to trust each other. That could have been a perfect place for them to apologize, but it wasn't. I mean, you just wouldn't be able to bring somebody into my presence after they've given me a baptism and it wasn't even on a Sunday. But I think that's why she didn't tell.
And they show that baptism, everything. I was watching a commercial. No, OWN has a thing where they're saying the top 23 moments of 2023. Why was the baptism number one? I was like, y'all just playing in this girl's face. That they should not show this on everything. But
so let me
waited in the water.
Can you pull up Angela's comment? She didn't deserve an apology. Or
I thought I had it up. I must have hit it. Yes, you see, I was on it. Sorry.
She didn't deserve an apology. So Angela, you don't think that Tisha deserved an apology? Is that what she's saying?
I don't know. Is that what you're saying?
Can I say why she
accepted the apology? Okay, y'all. So Tisha said she accepted the apology, and then she goes into, I guess it's the kitchen or another room, and she said she felt portrayed. And
okay, quit talking about the way she talked.
And the portrayal. And I'm thinking, and she said it several times. So I have a question. If you're talking to somebody and you say, and they're saying the wrong words, do you correct them or no? I know I've done it to Joy before.
Well, I wouldn't correct. No, because
I correct.
I wouldn't correct.
I do too.
Tisha.
I immediately do it.
Well, but not with Tisha because we know she has a speaking impediment.
That's not an impediment. That's the wrong word.
No, I think Tisha knows what she's doing. I would not have corrected Tisha because I don't know how deep her issue is with that. I wouldn't have corrected her. We know that she has problems speaking. I would be embarrassed to even say something to her.
Really?
I correct people in my life who don't take it personally.
You think she would?
So you do that once or twice, and you know your facial features, and if they are irritated by it, I don't. That's the reason why I don't mind when somebody else corrects me, because I want to know what I'm talking about is right, because I know it all. So I'm okay with being corrected.
But people aren't dragging you every day though because of the way you speak either.
But that's the reason I want you to correct me. It's because then I can my brain can connect to my mouth. Because sometimes my brain moves fast. My mouth moves faster than my brain. And so sometimes that could be her case and she could pause and think for a second. But if nobody's ever correcting her, she's going to continue to do the wrong words, the wrong things. And then they're going to continue to talk about her. So I feel like instead of letting her say portrayed and portrayal so many times, because she said it several times.
I don't know.
Go ahead, Joy. What do you think?
She said it so many times, I forgot the word. I was like, what's the real word?
You have to, even if you whisper in her ear, baby, it's betrayal and betrayed. Like you can just.
I mean, but okay, Angela, everything Angela's typing, I'm agreeing with.
Want me to put it up?
She does have 2 master's degrees. You know, the girl's not stupid. She's not. She's saying things wrong because of what her issue is with that. I would not correct her. I wouldn't, especially on this show, because she's been talked about so bad. You just got to be careful with things like that. I wouldn't have put her on Front Street.
I'm gonna say this. I know a lot of educated.
Yeah, I noticed that,
and I know people who got master's degrees and all that, and they ain't. Just because you can get a degree don't mean you smart.
Well, I agree.
There's people who pay people to get their degrees. There's people writing people's papers. Just let you know.
Yeah, I was like, it's writing papers. Anybody who ever gotten their master's degree knows that a master's degree is full of reflections and reflections on articles and writing essay papers.
Yeah.
It ain't no real. Your bachelor's degree is probably going to be the hardest degree you'll ever get.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe your PhD, because even though Joy got a pre-PhD, she ain't done her thesis yet. She gonna get it.
But we are talking about Tisha, though. I mean, she has her degrees. We all have our degrees, but we know that there are other issues, and I would not, especially on camera, I would not have said anything to her about it. Now I might have taken her into the powder room and said,
right, that's what I'm saying,
but not in purpose. No, not in public. No.
Yeah, I noticed that
she said it the fourth time. I would have said, "Let's go to the powder room"
or something.
Okay, go ahead, Joy.
Yeah, I noticed that, like,
that's what I said
in Real Housewives of New Jersey, that Teresa mixes up phrases and words all the time. She ain't mind. Like, she's hilarious.
She doesn't have a speech impediment.
She don't, but I think hers is a situation where her brain is thinking quicker than her mouth can articulate. So your words get bungled up. So I get that, bundled, boggled, twisted,
whatever, frazzled, whatever, right? And I feel like with Tisha, if
Tisha didn't deserve
correct her, she'll slow down. I
think Tisha is a product of her environment. That girl's family has lived in Alabama all her life. There's a lot of people that have what Marsau nailed it. First season or the second half of the first season. She's people that I always say they just got a lazy tongue because their tongue sits at the bottom of their mouth. So words, if you sit your tongue at the bottom of your mouth, you talk different. You just talk different.
Y'all
reaching.
You have to unlearn that behavior. But I'm just saying, her mama talk like that. Probably her grandmother talk like that. Like that's learned behavior. It's generationally learned behavior. It don't make it terrible. It don't make them bad people.
No,
of course not. That's just how they talk.
Yeah.
And I just feel like if somebody would have in the beginning corrected this, because it's a learned behavior.
It's learned.
Listen, girl, Joy, you gonna get Angela's anxiety.
I used to live, Angela. I lived in Bessemer. I literally lived.
Right, Angela,
I went to middle school in Bessemer, Alabama. I know Bessemer very well. Now I lived in Birmingham generally, but we lived in Bessemer for 2 years. When people be saying Bessemer is country, I was like, but it's some really nice parts. Like the neighborhood that I used to live in is still really nice. It's still nice. And usually when I tell people, they be like, that's the only one. People be like, that's the only one. But it was in the 80s when I lived
and it ain't the other side of the tracks either. I'm just playing. Okay, let's move on.
I lived in a neighborhood called I can't remember now. Dang.
All right, so Neil started crying. She said that Tish said she wanted Kiki to leave. So
why was Neil crying though?
Girl, I don't know. I think she thought it was gonna be different. She thought it was. I didn't think it was gonna be different, but I think that's what y'all said, right? Or did I make that up?
Neil's trying to position herself as the nucleus of this group. She's wants to be the power group. The power couple. This is Love and Marriage. So she wants to be in that position, and she's bringing in the mess to prove that it can be done.
She wants to be in that position. That fits a little bit along with what Martell posted about what Carlos is trying to get him to do, take back his show, him and Melody. Anyway,
y'all want me to put it up now? Yep. Yeah, I want to wait. Want me to put it up since we talked about it?
We can wait. Wait a minute. Let's talk about this part. Wait a minute. So after Nell tells her, which I thought was also messy, like, I don't think they should have done all of that. Oh, let's start this.
Are you talking about the house
divided? All this drama with Kiki is surrounding.
Huh? You talking about the house divided part? Is what you're talking
No.
about?
Y'all do know that this is the part that all of this stuff that's been going on with Kiki and that vlogger, it's surrounded around Kiki coming to this retreat. That's what all of this drama is about. Like when I was watching this unfold, I was like, this is what all this stupidness is about. What happened? What's the argument is? Apparently, Kiki and Melanie aren't talking because Kiki gave the impression that Melody
6 seasons
whatever that Melody y'all made me lose my train of thought. You know I'm half crazy. Wait a minute. She's allegedly allegedly Kiki gave the impression that Melanie told her to come.
No,
so that's why
the blogger was making it seem like Kiki gave that impression that Mel did it.
And she leaked it to the blogger.
And she leaked it to the blogger. But I feel like this blogger found out some of it, filled in some of the blanks, put Mel's name in it, and because that's what gets him the views. And that wasn't the case. But I don't know. Go ahead.
Wait a minute. It kind of blew up because Mel got mad, told her followers to call this dude's job. So there was a big ruckus around her her fans. This was like a really big deal.
But wait a minute, let me catch up with you. Did you say that Melody told her followers to call the AL dude?
No, but she said where he was because allegedly Melanie was saying that blogger was harassing her. Okay. So she did a live talking about him, saying that he was harassing her. He said
I saw the live.
She said where
she didn't say call. I don't know. She didn't say call.
I didn't say that. She said call his job.
You did, Joy. You just misspoke.
No, she said his job. Her followers heard the call.
I was on the call. No, she didn't say to do that. Now I'm gonna defend my girl. She did not say that.
I'm not saying she said to call his job. I use the term loosely when I say had them call their job. A better phrase would have been she did say where the dude worked. And
she didn't. We posted it.
She did not say.
She did not say that. She didn't.
I don't know where he works, and I watched it. Where he works?
A whole slew of people arguing that. I'm not gonna lie, y'all know I didn't watch the live.
So where does he work? If she said it, she did not say where he worked.
I didn't call.
She didn't say that.
She didn't say it. But go ahead. They lying. I watched the live. I do not agree with some of the stuff she said on that live, but what you're saying is not what she said.
Okay. I told y'all I didn't watch the live. Y'all know I don't follow.
Angela was on the call too.
We watched
Listen. So keep watching.
The whole situation got deep. And then Kiki has been trying to explain herself for like a few days on and off about, well, this didn't happen or this didn't happen. That guy who then turned on Kiki, he didn't start screenshotting his exchanges with her online. Apparently he gave her $100 because she needed her daughter to do something. But she asked him for $300. That's what the argument was between Kiki and Marsau online about who's lying. Because when the vlogger released those emails, Marsau made like a vague comment. I can't remember the comment, but it was something about it has something to do with just being honest. He didn't say anybody's name, but I can't remember what he said. But whatever the email was, I felt like he was talking about Kiki. And Kiki had this long, like 6-hour exchange, and I went down the rabbit hole.
I watched it. I read it.
I kept reading it.
I couldn't. They were going at it so long.
It was horrible. It was horrible. He said that she was a liar. She always lied. He said that his whole face lights up when Mel walks in the room, and that's why Tisha. I mean, it was.
Yeah. I mean, can we just admit that fact, though? I mean, come on. He loves him some Melody.
I don't know, but all I gotta say is that was bad, but I loved it. I need to quit loving that kind of stuff. I'm gonna be better in 2024. Jesus. Yeah. Okay, maybe not. But okay, let's get back to the show. We done went all down the rabbit hole. So Nell comes back to Kiki and she says, Kiki, you're gonna have to leave. The house is divided, and I think it's best that you leave. And then Stormi says she ain't gotta stay here, she can stay with me.
Big bang take little bang. Stormi pushed through, didn't she? Now don't worry about it. You ain't got to leave. She's staying with us, and that's it. That's what it is.
Yeah. So what do y'all think about that? Like, was it that? Did you like it? Okay.
She shouldn't have said it in front of everybody either. I thought that was ugly. Like they could have pulled her to the side.
Oh,
and I didn't like that they told Kiki in front of everybody, which is because it looked like it was very clear. Tisha said no, so you gotta go. Had she pulled her to the side, you know what I mean? Kiki wouldn't have been so defensive. So Kiki don't have no emotional intelligence or very little or situational or whatever. She then became defensive. Can't nobody tell me where to go and whatever. Girl, you was just
told her that she was staying. Production said you staying, baby. No matter what.
But had she been like, my apology still stands. You know, I hope we can move forward in the future, and walked out, that would have been big of her. Instead of, ain't nobody tell me where to go.
I don't think Kiki should have even called and asked to come. I feel like she should have. This was the nail in her coffin, in my opinion. I don't know if she's coming back or not, but I feel like this action right here caused a lot of unnecessary drama with her showing up. And I know she want to get paid and she want her check, but I would have been like, can you film me and my husband with his flipped over shoes filling up our new house? Like, we don't have to go on the trip. Just give me my check. And I feel like her showing up messed up a lot. I also feel like, I like what you said, Joy. It should have been a whole bunch of side conversations. Nell should have had a conversation with Tisha before Kiki got there. Nell should have had a conversation with her when she had to leave. Marsau should have told Tisha how to say betrayed and portrayed and all that. Like, if there was a lot of side conversations, we would have had the episode wouldn't have been as good, but we liked it. Joy, ain't nobody kissing
right
ass of the what's that mean? What's that mean, Angela? Help me out. What? Y'all know I be slow sometimes. What did Wendy say? Slow. I'll let you know when I'm confused. I'm baffled and befuddled. Let's see. Kiki stays. Mel says she did not know that Kiki was coming. So let's talk about that. Lanita has a little thing that we're gonna talk about it. Okay, so there was a clip of Kiki and Mel. They were on the show. Mel was packing. Kiki asked, where you going? She said, Nell, we're going on a trip. Nell is the host. Call her to see if you can come. Was that the wrong thing to do?
No. It wasn't the wrong thing to do. She didn't tell her to come. She said, call the host and talk it over with her. So now the backyard talk or whatever is saying Kiki is kind of upset with Melody for that. But what am I missing? Why is she upset with Melody for that?
Who said that?
That's just what I'm reading on different blogs. That's why Kiki is upset with Melody. That she said she felt betrayed by Melody. And I don't know why.
Kiki has gone live several times. She went live last night. You can see it on Instagram.
That was the drop. What you just said is the drop. It was because of that, and Melody's people were coming after Kiki that she's trying to explain. That's why she kept doing these live. Yes, that's where all of this drama is coming from. Because whether she felt betrayed by Kiki, her mother and her grandmother had said some things, and that's what it was surrounded. All of this is surrounded around Melody. I
know her mother
that's called. This whole thing was stupid.
You that chick when you caused all this conversation.
We went down a 3 week.
We did, but I didn't know that the followers
all of this is about Melody.
Well,
yes. So then she started trying to explain.
They were on her side. I mean, I feel like the people who like Mel were on the live I watched last night. They were with her. They agreed with Kiki. They were like, he was using you. You got to be careful with him. She was like, her and Mel are fine. They rode the airplane together back home. I mean, I don't know if she was lying, but I don't know.
Maybe she didn't get upset till after she saw this scene.
Well, I don't know.
She was
Some
not the
people who
host.
follow
She
these
told
shows
Kiki to
are
ask the host, right?
ridiculous. So I'm sure you're right, Joy, because these people are crazy who watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. They scare me at times. They're
like this is all of this is surrounded. It's
crazy.
about allegedly Kiki says something to kind of simplify. They think Kiki said something about Melody that was negative regarding her coming on this trip, her being betrayed. She's saying it didn't happen. She never said that. But something that her grandmother and her mother leaked to the blogger proves otherwise.
Her mother
called. So she's been trying to prove Kiki, because she has to stay in Melody's good graces, she's had to prove that this isn't true. And that's when the blogger started leaking.
You don't have to stay in anybody's good graces. You have to prove for yourself. So hopefully it's not just because of Melody. If it's not true, then it doesn't, Melody or whoever else is involved does not matter. I don't need to stay in anybody's good graces but my own. So if it's
not that Melody did anything wrong. She didn't do anything. I'm not saying that she did. I'm just saying that this is what all of this
I don't think it had anything to do with that. I think she's just saying don't lie on me.
Oh, she is. If she's not in Mel's good graces, who else is gonna film with her? Stormi.
That's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough.
So out of everybody on the show, you speaking with Melody and you speaking with Stormi, you doing good. I mean, let's just.
I don't think that's enough.
You don't.
I don't think that's enough, because I think that was the reason why Destiny was getting into it with production allegedly too.
Yeah, it was the production. They would have loved her to come back and call chaos and confusion. Let's see. Mel did not know Kiki was coming. And I will say this. I remember when Mel and Martell was having their little things where they weren't filming together, and there were several conversations about, well, who are we going to invite? So this is not new for Huntsville to me. Like, I don't understand why people are making this such a big deal, because it's not new. They've done this before. But I think people forget. Did Tish just okay? So then Marsau and Mel, I don't understand this side conversation. Can somebody help me? So they were talking, and he said something, and then Martell was like, "What you talking about? You talking about me?"
Yeah.
What happened? Can somebody explain? Because I don't know.
Something had to happen off camera, but this is Martell trying to defend himself in regards to things that Nell have said. Like, why we keep talking about me cheating all the time? And Martell, it seems like there was a whole conversation that they didn't air.
Had to be.
And so as they were moving around talking about the ability to get along, because that was the topic of conversation originally, and giving people space. Just like you asked me to give him space. Y'all remember that? That's how the conversation, Marsau was talking to Melanie.
Marsau was kind of saying, Melody, you only have one side of the story, and you're running with that one side that you have.
Just like we did with Martell.
Yes.
We only had his side.
He only had his side. So he was saying, so
why did that make
Martell
felt
Melody was doing something wrong? Why did that what?
It made Martell blow up.
Because it made it sound like Martell was telling a story that maybe wasn't all the way true. We only heard one side, so maybe Melody has something that's true as well. Martell then took over the entire scene. That's why Kiki stayed.
I don't understand, though. I understand what you're saying, Callie, but why would that make him that mad? Is my question.
Because Marsau is saying to him, we're not just going to believe what you said, because we know there's another side to every story. Martell don't want to hear that. He already feels like people are questioning his every move. He didn't want to hear that. And that's why he went off. He's in front of the crowd, the core six and everybody else. This is his time to show Melody is not innocent in all this. And he took over from there. Yeah. It was very weird.
I feel like and I know you say this Alabama man. I don't know. I've never seen the other man act like this. None of them. And I mean, I know they may not be from Alabama, but I think if
you've been received,
but he's the only one that's been busted of hate.
Yeah, he's on the end of hate for, at this point, if this is the 6th season, 5 seasons, we could talk about, yes, this is his doing. He ruined his family. You're absolutely correct. This family that was ruined has ended. We are in today, 2024, talking about something that ended in the spring of 2020. So I think his whole thing is he has to he would like to move on. He don't want to continue hearing about something that's over. Like they both
even
moved
really
on.
talking about him at that time. He just said that we just heard one side. That he could have been
that's all he said.
That's all he said. It wasn't like nobody was like, we heard him one side, we heard that, unless we didn't hear
Martell took it over. He wanted that audience
off. And I didn't understand the anger just by those one words. Now, if something else happened off camera, I get it. But I just didn't understand all of that just coming out of him. Because everybody was looking at him like, dude, what's going on? And then Tisha like, what? Yeah, I mean, what did Tish say? Let me see. So, Marsau, so are you going to ask Mel what she did wrong? Did y'all hear her say that?
No, actually.
You didn't. I mean, it's I said, Lord. I'm not saying it. Go ahead. Sure. Oh Lord, I lost the comment.
Again, he could have still been frustrated from the last conversation that he had with Nell if nothing else has been done. Nell tends to say things to create a scene. I think, reality TV, she's going to be a person that's not going to hold back. So she wants to create a scene, just like she created a scene when Martell dropped off wine and she was being messy and even took it back to Melanie wrong. In regards to him changing her name, she wants to create moments.
But Mel, reality show in this situation,
Martell has been on the tail end of it. He don't want to talk about that no more. Nobody else is talking about his infidelity, but Neil.
If he didn't want to talk about it, I mean, seriously, Joy, if he didn't want to talk about it in that moment, why did he keep talking? They weren't going into no whole conversation. That conversation was not about him. There was one part. Marsau said that's why we only had one side.
I mean, that we know of. I think that's
all we have to go with, though, Joy. At the moment, is what we saw on TV. And if we do go by what we saw on TV, then he really was tripping. Fresh.
It was like boom, and I was just if nothing happened, something wrong with him. I'm just gonna say that if nothing happened, he needs some anger management because that was just out the blue anger. And the way he was yelling at Stormi and Nell with their husbands being there.
Right. Now,
Nell had already ran out saying she wanted to slap him in the face.
That was after they got to arguing and she stormed off. Right. She stormed off after they got to arguing.
Fletcher stood there and stared with his hand over his mouth.
I was talking about the argument that they having once they were in the living room.
But I'm still, if you sitting there, and I don't care if I'm in the wrong, if a man is yelling and screaming at me and my mate, husband, brother, cousin, whatever, is going to sit there and allow this man to scream at me, I'm going to be upset. I just don't understand why they allow that. I don't get it.
Neither do I.
They get the flashbacks of Marcel screaming at people, trying to beat up the one dude. Like every time they go on vacation, he's trying to fight some damn body. But Kiki, the violent one, I just don't. But anyway, go ahead. I don't get it. And all of them been violent. So I don't understand why Kiki is getting the thing of the stick, because they all done tried to fight each other, every last one of them. Even Stormi, get after.
I hear, but I don't think they want to fight. I think that's the reason why Carlos King didn't capitalize on the fight that Marsau and Martell had. He don't want them to fight, but they aired that water scene. So and let me say this. I don't even think Melanie like this, because if she could throw a drink, somebody else can throw a drink. They don't want it to turn to that. This is not Love and Hip Hop. I ain't saying that they ain't hood in ways, but they don't want that on this show.
I agree.
So I can see why they have required her to make a sincere apology. But I just don't see somebody like her coming back for her to say that she apologized to her, but she's not sorry for what she did. People like that are wild cards. That's the reason why Monique is not on Potomac. You're unpredictable. You should be able to. Kenya is right. I ain't say Portia was flat out wrong. And I love Portia. You have to be able to be verbally strong. And if you can't, you have to be, somebody got to be strong enough to walk away.
Yeah.
And you can't put your hands on people. And if you can't control yourself, go do something else.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Martell doesn't control himself ever. So should he be the one that goes away?
No, that's what I'm saying. Why is it only her? So wait a minute, I don't remember this. So let me read this. He was angry because he was told by Tisha that male. When did Tisha say this? That's why she asked the messy question. I didn't hear Tisha say that. We must have missed a lot.
Okay.
All right.
I heard it's all kinds of stuff that's happening that we're not seeing. I don't know why, because it makes the story look crazy. Because when I saw Martell go off, I said something else had to be said, because this looks nuts.
He looked like a loon. Like he looked like he would. And if nothing did happen, he does need therapy.
Just based on his post,
on the moment to just embarrass her. Because he's like, I'm not going. He's the type that's like, I'm not going down and sinking shit by myself
alone. He's up since day one too.
All of them.
It just makes me wonder every time I think about what made him do this or what made him do that. Now that he said production is kind of behind all that, I'm starting to really think, come on now. What is production really doing, or what are they saying to him? And so when he said that Carlos was the one that said go and get the flowers,
we keep talking about it.
If it's something that he really didn't want to do, then why'd you do it? Why do you do something you don't want to do that if people question you on it, you're going to want to fight the world? I mean, I don't know.
So let's talk about it since we're talking about it. Okay, let me see. So he said that he doesn't want Mel back. Why is he wearing the ring?
Exactly.
This scene is me playing teen ball. I was asked to meet with Melody, and Carlos called me and said to take her flowers. And he said, I'm not. Okay. She got me in the court saying I'm abusing my kids. Now has merchandise saying she's against abuse. She's trying to get me. Carlos begged me to take her flowers, talking about the hosts need to take the show back. Do y'all think the hosts need to take the show back?
Well, no? The hosts, they're no longer the hosts. There's the Roger and the host.
I didn't even think of that, Kelly. Okay.
There's only so much that we can bring back when you're talking about the current situation.
Okay. I didn't even think of that, Kelly, but good.
It really is. They're not going to,
what does he say? Y'all talk with Mel. The answer was yes. So my only question was, talking back. My only question was, y'all talk with Melody. The answer was yes. So I was down. But just like you was delusional. This is a response to Erica Mena. So this is why I don't think Martell did this. I think Coleslaw did this. Allegedly, this is my opinion. Because she didn't even at the person. And then she went back and added Erica. So this, if you want to go read it, is on Carlos King's Instagram. It's posted twice. The first time they just posted, and then the second time they added Erica Mena with the same copy and paste word.
Yeah, this isn't all Martell's grammar.
This is not Martell. But just like the delusion, the frustration you see on my face is not her doing what the producer said she was going to do. All this S is definitely for TV. We're actors. Okay, this right here. But should he have said that?
He shouldn't. Well, we know that.
Because I want to break this thing.
We know that. Yeah. I don't think they're actors, though. It is spontaneous, but I do know that an unfortunate thing, sometimes they straight up are acting, because my cousin was on a reality show last year, and she said the biggest fight of the season they had to redo because the mics weren't working.
I remember that.
So it was a whole scene of her fighting, and she said, if you pay attention, I don't even have on the same wig.
But we said that.
At least she got the same outfit. They don't even have on the same outfit.
Yeah.
And then it says Carlos.
They all had on the same outfit, but she didn't have on the same wig, and they was moving from one scene to another.
Okay.
So some people you could hear well, and other people you couldn't. So there is an element of fighting. And she said she won the first time she really wasn't feeling it. But when they told them to go back because they was arguing over food, and she didn't want to argue over food.
So
she said when they went back the second time, she wasn't nearly as hard.
Yeah.
So Carlos, he said, Carlos, don't delete this. Let's have a real conversation. So this is on. The reason he said that is because this is on Carlos' Instagram. It's the comment. It's about him, and I'm gonna tell you which one it is. He's saying this is the post about him and Melody having a thing in Huntsville, and I feel like Martell saw that he ain't invited, but we're gonna talk about that later. I might be getting a phone
where
call.
They had tea.
What say? Oh, I might be getting a phone call.
No, I was just saying when they had tea.
Okay.
Yeah. I might have getting a phone call to fire me after this comment. Sorry, but you guys are not going to continue to villainize me, make me out to be an abuser or a stalker, or making it seem like I want Melody back. I'm done with y'all making me out to be something I'm not. Film my real life or don't film me at all. So I have a few questions about this since we're going to go talk about it. All right. So how do I get this off? If he's unhappy, should he just leave? That's one question I'm asking.
Yeah.
What do you think, Joy?
If you're having conversations and things aren't turning around,
if you don't want to be there, of course you can leave. But I do think it's fair to be able to film his real life.
So what would his real life be?
Want that? I have no idea. I don't know, Martell. Contrary to,
I'm kind of thinking you might.
Not just saying what would be seen.
I do not know this.
He's not doing the one. I'm just asking. He's not doing the one because you should have been able to name some stuff he's doing in his life. He's not doing.
I don't follow him like that. I don't even think he posts like that. The only thing that we see Martell in every blue moon, he's advertising something, and every blue moon he pops up with his I guess his baby mama. Every once in a while, he pops up in a live.
They don't even know what to show because he ain't even showing anything. So what are we gonna see? He don't have the suit line. He don't have the alcohol line. He's not doing his calendars anymore. We don't see the workout stuff. Like what is his real life? We don't even know because he ain't even trying to promote it. So why does he think they will?
Well, because if his real life consists of coleslaw, then coleslaw is gonna take the cameras to their properties that maybe him and Belinda bought, but she's with him, so she gonna say they're hers. And I think it's gonna be a lot of him skirting around talking to people trying to get business. I don't, Martell can be interesting, but I don't know that I would enjoy like seeing him and like the buffet on there. I don't think I'd want to see that. Would y'all want to see that?
And I don't think, and I hope he's not trying to say
you see that, Joy.
Film me with her.
Yep.
So you're trying to say film me
with her? You talking about with the baby mama? Absolutely.
Hell no. I don't. First of all, they can get their own show. This is what I feel like. She does not need to come into this show. If he wants a show with her, they need to have their own show. I don't understand why she would even want to be on this show with women who she has accused husbands of cheating on them. She has caused disruption in not only Martell and Melody's life, but half the cast. Why would you want to subject the cast to her if you don't want to subject them to Kiki? I don't understand how.
Girl, the ratings would go.
I don't care about ratings though. Roof. This is about if you don't even think Kiki fits in, how can she?
She would think she's on cloud nine.
We don't know that girl.
We know what she's done to these people.
Right.
She's done worse to these people than Kiki has done to Tisha. Absolutely. Absolutely, she has.
I mean, she's gonna come on here and identify all the other
Instagram. My kids can be on TV, but you're gonna have this little baby that you would have had on the side on TV.
Mm-hmm.
What the?
I mean, I don't know about y'all. I would want, it is his real life. It ain't like I'm making up something for out of the outer imagination. This is really what happened. I would absolutely want to see
want her on. Why would Marsau want her on? Let's just
talk about it. Tisha want her on there?
Maybe this don't have anything to do with Melody or Tisha. Yeah, because
she don't necessarily have to film information on.
Why would you even want? But you already said that if Kiki can only film it with two people, why is it okay for her to film with one? I
just
don't
stay on
understand
YouTube.
the logic.
We don't jump.
It doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense to me either.
Girl, let's be perfect.
The Jordan,
and she knows Stormi,
but Stormi ain't gonna film with her. She was dogging Stormi on this last thing I read. Okay, so they were talking, and she talked about Melody's kids' hair too. I don't know if y'all listen, but she was saying that she didn't understand. Stormi has the cut off her hair. The lady was like, "Yeah, Stormi has hair products. She even cut off her hair to make it grow to see it. And she was like, well, Stormi has that kind of hair. It don't mean her products work. And then the next sentence, she gonna say, yeah, Tisha got long hair. I can see her having one. And I'm sitting here like, this girl's contradicting everything.
Who said that?
I'll send y'all the link, the coleslaw. So she don't like Stormi. She's saying Stormi products don't work.
What is the
But what is the DoorDash comment?
What is the DoorDash comment?
No to Arion. Thank y'all. Joy want to see talking about Stormi hair care. Yeah, I see. So you watched it too. Yeah, she don't like Stormi, so she ain't filming with Stormi.
Is Coleslaw driving DoorDash now?
That Mel has to bring her kids food when they're at Martell's house. Is that DoorDash?
Oh, yes. Melody did say that.
Walmart drop-off grocery. That's what I do. What y'all think about that comment?
DoorDash delivers everything.
Yeah, they do. They do. Okay, let's keep on going. Kiki think the drink she kind of slipped. So I have a question. Did Kiki throw the drink or did she slap the drink?
She slapped the drink. And it perfectly okay. Okay.
Okay, so is there a difference? Is it a way? I mean, because it could have missed, right?
It still hit her though, but yeah, I'm not really one for violence and all, but that was Tisha's fault.
All right, so let's go into this. So they were sitting there. Mel was eating her greens. I thought she was eating cereal the way she was drinking the juice. I thought it was cereal, but and they were arguing, and Martell said that she could have cheated, right? Because she was going to the hotel.
Angela.
What?
Angela said Mel is pretending to be DoorDash and she drops the food off herself.
Honey, you want because I'm gonna tell you this DoorDash can deliver to the wrong house. So if you want to make sure. What did y'all think about this whole exchange with them about who cheated? I didn't cheat. She did like a timeline. She said they were, and I think you've talked about this, Joy. 2017.
She did not come to play either.
They was at AAU and what is it called? Alabama, what they call?
It wasn't nothing she said was a lie. Because when you
because you told me about this
of 2017, when I told you, when you remember. I told y'all,
you did.
If y'all break down Melanie's timeline, she said in March of 2017, I found you and so, and I left. And then so I saw you in the car with your baby mama, and I got out and got an apartment. She said 2018. Y'all do know that that's the year that they filmed the first season,
right? Was it 2019?
So the incident with her catching Martell in a car with her is what made her leave. They only got back together to do this show.
For this show, Carlos said he would protect her. They said that.
I've been telling y'all that. I've been telling y'all that. Yeah.
But you told me on the
timeline though. Melanie had her date right
it was something about some corn. It was something about some corn or something, right? At the A&M, he was eating corn.
Oh, no. They were together then.
Oh, dang.
That's a different time. She did. That's a different time. She was pregnant then. I knew that because my daughter was at A&M, had called me and told me that they were filming. So I knew she was. I knew
totally different.
That was.
Shut up, girl.
That was a totally different situation. That he had caught them in that car. That's when Melanie moved out. That was in 2018. They filmed the show sometime that summer, that fall. And we watched it in January of 2019.
Chat her up.
Because if y'all remember, she said April 2018, I caught you in the car. That's why so now that y'all know
times A&M, that's really show. Martell.
This is a fact.
Listen, you need a whooping.
Now that you know this, if you go back and watch the first season, all you say is, "Oh, she got back together just to leave him." Like that is very clear. Yeah. She got back together with him to leave him.
You've been saying that since day one.
We all said. I said it too. She was setting up her.
I don't agree.
You don't.
She just got pregnant.
She thought this time he was going to be better.
Pregnant.
Oh, wait a minute, Kimmi. So you think in your heart of hearts that she said he gonna be different this time?
Why you got to throw my heart in there?
No.
Yes, I mean, I do. I think that she thought, listen, we're going in a different direction. We're going to work this out because we got big plans ahead. I really do believe that. Mm-hmm. That's my story. I'm going to go ahead and stick to it.
Okay, I can see that too, Callie. I can see that. He
Yeah,
was like, he's going to see our success. He going to see how great we look on TV. People going to say we're a power couple. He going to realize that this is where he needs to be.
Right. And they were already a power couple before the show started.
Sense.
So if they were still together now, where would they be? I mean, they would really be up there. Just think about it. Melody's up there by herself now.
So he did ask Nell. He said, Nell, and I want to know if y'all believe Nell. He said, Nell, when Fletcher cheated and y'all separated, how long was it? She said 18 to 24 months. See, she couldn't really recall. And then he said, did you mess with another man? And she said, no. Do y'all believe this?
I believe her.
Okay. What about you, Joy?
I mean, I believe her.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I believe her.
But do you think Chris was still over there with the girl?
I mean,
or was he
it
trying
ain't
to
like she gonna say it ain't.
That's what I'm saying. What's she gonna say? You think she gonna say yes?
Well,
yeah, like right. I was gonna say, what was she gonna say? Yeah, I was letting everybody run trains on me. What was she gonna say?
That's what
so like, let's see, Angela. So when the show aired, was Boss Baby an infant? Was she that young? How long ago?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either. Because she's grown and fat now.
She wasn't an infant, but she was like 2 or 3. She was young.
No, she didn't. She was hold on. Who is Trout Mouth? No, she didn't. He told her Trout Mouth was pregnant on vacation while the show was on hiatus. So is this when she had the abortion?
That was in 2020.
Or
that was
in pregnancy? Because she was pregnant more than once. So which pregnancy are you talking about, Donna? It's so much foul stuff that has happened that
it is.
It's overlapping years, and it's really sad that Martell did this for so long. Anyway,
and yeah.
I still don't understand why the male let Martell yell at their women, but y'all didn't think. I don't understand. Do y'all think Kiki?
You said what?
I don't think it's right either.
Let them yell at their women. I don't think Marsau would have let him yell at Tisha like that. I just don't. Even though he treat her like crap on the show.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think Tisha would have let him yell at her like that.
Well, Stormi wasn't back in that.
I think Nell and Martell's energy was being matched.
Yeah.
Like Nell be on 10.
What about Stormi though? Because Stormi wasn't
really about Stormi is on 10.
She was not at that moment.
Everything about Stormi is on 10. Her look is on 10.
Her look was on 10. Yeah.
When we but her look was on 10. You say Trout Mouth is Arion. Oh Lord,
you know. You do have maybe just me. I thought that Stormi was a totally different person this season. Was she different to y'all or no?
This different every episode.
She has a double.
What?
Not only is she different every episode, she has a split personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to catch her on the right day. I think she's one of them. Like it's just her day. But I was shocked that she took up for Mel. Were y'all shocked?
No, I wasn't shocked that she took up for Mel because, listen, I mean, he did cheat first. So no matter what you say after that, when she was with that guy, and I know Joy, you and I have argued about this so much over these past couple of years. She did not cheat on Martell. She left him. She had no plans on thinking they were getting back together. She moved out of the marital home and started her new life with her kids. How that's cheating, I have no idea.
I will say it's not to me, but in the eyes of the Lord, it might be. But I don't know, because he has let this baby mama disrespect her, had her pregnant. I mean, I just feel like their situation is so extreme that I don't know how. I don't know. It was extreme. Yeah. It was like they were sister wives. I mean, seriously. And one of them was okay with it, and one of them wouldn't, or both of them. I don't know.
Melody and Buffet was sister wives. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, they was. You don't think they were sister wives? What you think, Joy?
No.
Okay.
I mean, at some point, I don't think that I think calling it sister wives would truly be disrespectful to Mel.
Right.
Because in her mind, absolutely believe that she got back together with him to break up with him, but it was very clear to me that she really did love Martell.
Oh yeah.
I just can't imagine her being so stupid to keep having babies with him and not thinking this is gonna be her forever. I would hope she ain't that stupid. But so I do believe that she genuinely wanted it to work.
But you know,
because in my head, in my head, she planned on leaving him, but she got pregnant. And I think in her resolve and her decision to keep her baby was like,
I said they didn't agree to be, but they were. I did put that at the end. They were suspected.
I know that that's how people see it. It's just kind of disrespectful to the wife because she's just trying to hold on to what she got.
And I could see her fighting because it wasn't just their marriage, but they had businesses. Like we have kids, we have businesses. We've built trying to build a legacy. They both came from broken homes. I don't want my kids to be from broken homes. I can see you really wanting to try to make it work. But it's so many. I think the pregnancy, this last pregnancy of Trout Mouth, which I guess because she got a big mouth, Donna's called it that, Ariane, Coleslaw, whatever you want to call her, was the nail. Like it was done. I think that, I think she would have maybe stayed. I don't know. If that was the case,
she liked saying though that she had made the decision to leave him before he told her she was pregnant. Because apparently they were on vacation or something when she told him that she had terminated a pregnancy because Melanie got pregnant again during the pandemic.
Oh, I do remember. Yeah.
Yeah, she had gotten pregnant during the pandemic. And apparently in one of Martell's decisions to leave the house, she terminated the pregnancy and then told him.
Well, he was going out during COVID though to this girl.
That's what I said.
They had a newborn baby. That's
what I meant when I said he's being just to go out there. That's what I meant. To be with her. Allegedly, because I don't know if y'all know, Coleslaw had to get pregnant during the pandemic, during the lockdown, because her baby was born in December. Sugar Mama and her birthday and their son's birthday are a year and like a week apart.
They Capricorns, I think. Lord,
Sugar Mama was born in December. Sugar Mama was born in December, and the new baby was born the following December, and either a week before or a week after. Because I don't know if y'all have a trip off of it, Martell celebrates their birthday together.
Stop it, child. He
celebrates. He did. I guarantee you he did, because they can't put Sugar Mama
the abortion team
on social media no more.
Really? Oh, okay. Okay.
He can't put Sugar Mama on his social media anymore, so he just put the boy.
Oh no, I don't like that. Because I don't know if the kids matter, but if you see your daddy prancing around on social media having fun with this other kid and he can't show y'all in that light, I don't know how kids will be, but I would feel some kind of way. Like, why? I don't understand.
Melody has said that they're not really on social media.
But they have their but that Melody may run it, but they have they can't even have their page anymore. And I bet their page was making money. I bet it was. Okay. So they go to the ride the horses. Is this episode 2? Or maybe I'm wrong. And then Kimmy's afraid of the horse. And she talks to the little lady. And then they have this little powwow, Ponderosa. Kiki says she felt rejected. And Mel and Tish, they seem like they had come a long way because they was, talking about the little issue and how they got over it. Because the lady said, well, how long did that take? And she said it was like a while. And she was telling Kiki, maybe it's going to take a while. Try to make it whatever. And then Tisha said, God said go. I thought that was funny. Did y'all hear her say that? I thought that was funny. And
I'm
Kiki
glad
said,
to see Tisha
for what I did,
beyond.
But I'm not sorry. I did it. And my question is that possible? Can you be sorry for what you did? Can you apologize for what you did, but not be sorry? She
literally said, I said the words, but they don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
I said the words because I had to, but they don't mean that. That essentially that's what she's saying.
I hate those kind of apologies. But
we didn't even talk about
Okay.
Mel and Martell sitting down, did we?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
that's
Did
the
we
next
sit down
episode.
and talk about Mel and Martell?
Y'all ready for that one? We ain't got to that episode. Y'all ready to get to
Mel
this
had-
episode?
She found out Ariana was pregnant.
Okay, my question is, I thought the party at the pasture was gonna be on the finale. What had happened?
Why did you think it was going to be on the finale, though?
Because
Yes.
they said they wouldn't let bloggers in. They didn't want anybody there because they were filming for the show. But
Okay,
there was no party
You're
at the pasture. Right? What happened? Okay.
I saw all those pictures. It was super live. It was a whole bunch of
Betty Kruger was there. Everybody was there. Kiki was there. Everybody was there. Martell had some boo thing there. Wasn't Sheree or Ariana. Anyway.
I forgot about that. I wonder why they didn't air it.
Why that? Because I would have sure rather watch that than Kimmi and Maurice in the hotel. I'm just gonna let y'all know. I ain't want to see them talk about her coochie ever again.
But it was so sweet.
No. Okay. So Courtney and Kimmi went to go eat something. I don't know what they was eating. And why does Courtney not ever want to go with her anywhere?
Well, he seems really low. I think he is the sweetest big teddy bear. He just seems really low key. Her family is not low key. They're ready to scrap. Okay. And he's not trying to be about that part of the life. He's like, I'll meet you at home by 9. That's
so
about
you come on home. You can take butter. I said, I'm gonna tell you something. There's something about the black family. Everybody got a nickname. There's Donut, there's Pee-wee, there's Peanut, there's Butter, you know.
Right. So, yeah.
So Butter go.
Like a low energy dude. I hear you saying he low key. I say low energy because it was one thing for him, to try to avoid Marsau, to avoid it feels like to me he avoids confrontation.
I'd agree with that.
Like,
but that's her family though. How can you? I mean, do you not go?
Yeah, and that's not always a good
June, right?
Maybe one reason he didn't go is because he knew that Stormi was going to try and bring her mom and her auntie together, and that in itself could spark a fire. So he knew what the agenda was going to include, and he decided, I ain't about that life today.
Cece says, I don't feel like he supports her fully. I didn't like that he didn't go.
Yeah, a lot of people feel like that. A lot of people feel like it's not, because people were talking about that in a couple of groups.
Good, because I felt bad for feeling that way, but then I couldn't help my feelings. So, we gonna say our feelings. So
I will say, you can tell she's a dominant personality. And they probably balance each other, probably a little bit more privately. I hope they do. But because he certainly is terrible in person. Like, I just can't imagine ever being with a man and he not correct me if I call another man a female dog. I wouldn't even want to be with no man like that. I just would.
He just didn't say it on camera. I'm sure he might.
Maybe he feels that way too, Joy. What if you
could agree?
I mean, I don't think it's right.
I think they make the perfect.
So if you come across somebody who don't have that kind of, those are literally fighting words. I mean, I don't know where I can call a grown man a female dog in a situation.
Many women that ain't your friend that
not respond.
Right. I don't think women could call a woman that's not her friend that either and not expect a throwdown.
Yes, I agree. Like, I mean, that's just not cool. And my husband sit there, and I mean, even if he thinks that for real, I'm now creating a situation for him, possibly. That's how I see it. If nothing else, I'm creating because if Marsau had gotten aggressive with her and said, "You the BB," so what was he gonna do?
Well,
it could have been a very terrible situation. I wouldn't even want to be with a man that would just sit there like he dumb as rocks, because that's what it seemed like. You ain't got nothing to say about nothing.
Well, I mean, but then what's the difference with them not saying nothing about nothing when Martell was screaming at them? Like, these men don't say nothing. They don't say nothing. I
And
don't get it.
you know, maybe they're being instructed, don't say nothing, let the conversation play, because it sounds like production is doing some things on the backside. But none of them really has much of anything to say, as often as their wives are getting yelled at by certain people on the show. I mean, they just are low key. Chris is calm though. Chris seems
is
really
low
calm.
key too.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
Chris is low key too. Like,
Yeah.
even when his wife was screaming, I want to punch him in the face. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, where these grown? I think in my head, I have self-control. I just can't imagine doing that. My brain wouldn't allow me to do. I don't understand that. Maybe because my husband ain't no hot-tempered man, but you ain't finna play with him in his face. I wouldn't put him in a predicament where he would ever have to defend me like that. Like, that's not adult to me.
And Stormi does like to say, you don't want to see my husband mad. And I believe it.
Oh, I
he's
believe
really
it.
calm. And just
those are the worst ones.
And lovable. And those are the ones that will go off if they put it in the wrong direction.
Pop. Yeah, they usually pop.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll go off. Okay.
So they usually pop.
Let's get to this.
Yeah, keep on.
Episode. Okay, let me see. So they had a fish fry. We ain't gonna talk about that. What do you think about, is it Lisa? It's the sister. So Betty Kruger, which is what I call Stormi Mama. Betty Kruger was saying to Lisa that she don't get no help for their mama.
Yeah, that was sad.
See, I'm the only child, so I can't really talk about this. And I've always said I feel kind of crazy because when my parents get old, it's just gonna be me taking care of them. But now I feel like maybe I want it to be that way, because it seems like when you have siblings, it's not a balance anyway.
Right, it's not.
But what do y'all think about this situation? Should Lisa help? Should she not help? Or
I think she should help when she can. But what she said is, you know, when she gets off work, she has a husband at home. And so then I thought, are you going to the husband instead of to mama? But it just depends on what is mama's situation. Do we need to rotate a schedule amongst all the siblings or what? Because I've kind of been in that position. I was always the one taking care of my mom when she got ill right before she passed away. My brothers didn't have time for all that. So I can see that happening, but people have their own lives as adults, and sometimes their spouses are who they go to before their family. Right or wrong, I think it depends on the dynamics of the family.
But Lisa says she's the only one that still works. So her situation is a little different. Is that an excuse?
It's her excuse.
I think she should. That's true. And like Betty, because I feel like she should just make an effort. And we don't know the whole situation. Yeah, and Betty Kruger can be a piece of work. But at that moment, I agree with Betty a little bit.
Betty hugged, and she went to hug the girl and everything.
And she didn't even do the hug. And then Stormi said this was good because they almost hugged. And I was thinking, what they call it, Stormi's culture, honey. Stormi's culture is the culture that I don't think I want. Because I mean, I feel
who is the one that's taking care of the grandma? Is it? I mean, the mother. Is it Stormi's mother or the sister?
I think Stormi's mother. She does the most, and Lisa is the sister who has the husband. Plus, she works, and she says she needs time to. And I don't know what she does for work. She could work on the line and be tired. I don't know if she's sitting down. She's a Walmart greeter. We don't know her situation, but but she tired boss. I'm tired boss. So she cannot. She just don't have the time. I don't know if it's your mama though.
Yeah, so it's that's touchy.
I don't know. I'm not gonna judge these folks. Okay, so, and I do think Courtney needs to start going. If you look at the little things, you know how they have all their names and stuff. If you notice now it says Melody Rogers, and I was like, they ain't playing. They gonna change the lady name even on the little producer.
They've changed it now.
Nail them. They show their little business. Nail them gonna make a coin. They were on the finale. They were there. What? They showed them.
They were in the parking lot having the back.
They were in the parking lot. I'm so happy I
forgot about that.
They were. They were.
I mean,
at the thing packing up. They had more backpacks than Wendy. I'm gonna tell you that.
What?
Let me stop.
See, Potomac didn't creep into the situation.
I am such a hater and a petty person at times. I'm gonna be better in 2024. Well, it is 2024. Okay, it's too late. And she said, Melody said that she thought that the Fletchers threw a good trip. What do y'all think?
We didn't see how it ended.
We didn't see it, so
maybe
I'm gonna have to.
Something?
Well, I mean, Martell had a lady friend there. Did we talk about that? Was that inappropriate in your guys' minds?
I don't think we talked about certain things. I feel like he could have went to her house, or they could have got a hotel. And I don't think it has anything to do with Melody. I think it has to do with the people who are there. Right. I don't want you to bring no stranger if I'm on vacation into a house, because I don't know her. Right. At 2:00, she could come kill all of us. She could steal my clothes. I mean, I don't know. So you're grown. And when you're grown, you can just go outside, have your little certs, because it was a booty call. So they was just having certs. They wasn't in no relationship. And that'd have been good. I don't think he should have brought her to the house. What y'all think?
I don't either. It always depends on who's there. But as far as that girl knows, she probably thinks Martell is the cream of the crop. He's rich in her mind. Everybody on the show is rich. Melody right down the hallway. I mean, so this girl could have.
Melody wasn't in the house.
She didn't, but go ahead.
Well, but whoever's in the house. Stormi and them was down the highway at the other place. I mean, she being with Martell, she has the potential to be around some top-notch people.
At 2:30 in the morning, Callie. It was 2:30. Well,
I don't know. I'm just saying she could have robbed them and got away with some butternut cream or something.
True. That's true.
She could have took Melody's products and sold them at the Dollar Tree.
And Callie, he got a hook and a curve, so
that part though.
Go ahead, Joy.
That part.
I wondered. I'm sitting up here trying to make excuses for him. I'm hoping it's a situation where he was required to stay in the house or something. And his little sneaky link that somebody on Instagram, one of them little thoughts on
that's
Instagram,
what it was.
That's how they do it.
It was a thought, the Instagram
and
thought.
He was like, "You want to slide through?" I'm fit, but she didn't try to get on TV because she didn't sign a waiver. That's why her face was blurred out.
Okay.
Well, because she was probably scared Sheree was gonna beat her up. Like, she didn't know. She said, "I want the hook and the curve. That's all I want." I really think they should have went to a hotel. I don't think he should have brought her
there.
Melody or not, I don't even care about that.
But the hook could have pulled her in his direction, though.
Because the housewives, they do like a stateside and then the overseas. So I'm thinking she wants them to maybe do that too. I think that would be cool. All right, where was that?
That would be cool.
I think that would be cool.
Lou Aaron's house guest was scarier.
Or
I mean, they could go to St. Thomas, Puerto Rico. Like, they don't even need to get a passport to go to those places. Virgin Islands, look, just go to the United States territory. If some of them can't afford a passport, we don't know what Kiki can afford one. I'm just playing Kiki. I like you. All right. Anyway,
well, it looked like they all got one because that Tisha and them just left Africa, so they all got one.
Oh,
Melanie got one.
Got internet in Africa. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know?
It took a couple years.
Their videos are nice. Have y'all been watching?
I saw just one or two.
She's so happy that he took her somewhere, and I'm so happy too. Tisha, I'm just so happy. I'm happy they got internet. I hate that he went without her the first time. Okay, so let's go into
people were criticizing them for doing that for Christmas.
Why? I was going to do a Christmas cruise. You do a Christmas vacation. Nowadays, a lot of people do Christmas trips instead of gifts because we buy what we want when we want it, right? We don't wait for Christmas anymore. So
I mean, because you get stuff all year round when you cancel Christmas shouldn't be a big deal. But I didn't see anything wrong with Africa. Yeah. Now, would you guys have gone to Africa if you had any thought in your mind that his first trip there was with, him and his other girl breaking up, or is that never crossed your mind?
Africa's a big continent. I mean, he went to Kenya. Maybe they went to South. I mean, we can't go to the same little country, but we can stay in the continent. Yeah,
let's check.
Mm-hmm. I'm fine. I'm fine with it. What about you, Joy? I'm fine.
Yeah. I like it. I think giving your experiences is far better than getting gifts. If you think about it, it ain't like it was when we were children. You know, we were looking forward to the big toys. Girl, these children already got their toys, they iPads, and the only thing you can give them is more stuff. So today, I have several friends that I'm gonna go back to work tomorrow, and they're gonna have tans because they done been in all these exotic places.
Look, I be staying in the winter. I get very light in the winter time because I don't even leave my house.
It's not like it was when we were children.
Not at all.
Our parents really couldn't afford as much stuff. We getting everything.
She said, so he went to Nigeria. So she said, so Nigeria does have internet because they do, honey. They get all the men.
It's the scamming capital, right?
Yes, I'm a prince from Nigeria. They be in your Facebook. I know they do.
What did y'all think about Maurice drawing his abs? I thought
okay, that's why we're gonna get to that scene. I didn't really want to talk about it. So talk about it, but he is. I'm gonna say this.
He's funny.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Should I say it? I'm trying not. Go. What do y'all think about that scene before I go?
I thought it was funny.
Okay. What, you too? Callie, what you think about that scene?
I don't even remember it. I'm just gonna
say.
Kimmi
said that people were talking about the way she looked.
Oh, yes.
Her hair.
Yeah.
I did not see anybody. Did y'all?
I looked for those comments.
I'm in all the groups. I can't stand them, but I'm in them.
There was one comment. There was one comment that I did find that I posted, and it you know, it said what I think I said to y'all one day. So when I heard her mention that, and then I saw the comment, I thought, oh God, is that my comment? Because I didn't mean it as anything bad, but somebody made a comment like, why is she showing us cutting off her hair? Because it's we know her real hair was not that long anyway. Right. So that's one of the comments that Kimmi brought up, or that was on a blog or something that I found. She thought that was bad. And I'm glad it wasn't my comment, because I thought the same thing, but I didn't see it in a negative way.
I mean, Wendy did the same thing. She went to see the doctor for her hair, and she had weave in, and she was like, just touch the top, just touch right here, because the bottom part wasn't her hair. So, I mean, I don't know. I just think they do it because they're on camera, and they just want to seem like they got a lot of hair. But I still don't think there was anything about her looks. It was just
that's the only thing I saw, because I did look for comments. I didn't see anything else.
What did you think about her? I don't know.
I thought it was pretty.
I thought it was pretty. Me too.
Yeah.
Would you do one?
She had new teeth. One of her pictures, her teeth were so bright and pretty, white.
I probably was a lighten or something, because you know they can probably do that. So. But what y'all think about the room and the ambiance?
I mean, it was a little Holiday Inn-ish, but no complaints. You like Holiday Inn?
She'll talk about her hair, but no parent. Yeah, I didn't see anybody talk about. My child plays Roblox. How old are you? Can you be on here with us? I just want to make sure, because we say stuff.
Look, is that my child?
I know it ain't my child.
A lot of people were talking about they just really were disappointed that they felt like she faked that scene. That's what about they cutting the hair. That's really what a criticism. Mm-hmm. That's the only criticism I specifically remember around her cancer.
But it wasn't anything about
great. It looked like she.
But it was done on Miami too. Gertie showed a similar scene. And, and I don't know. Kimmi was lying. Oh,
I don't think people. I mean, unless they did it to her in her inbox.
But she was crying though. I think
that was her. The feeling about herself though.
Yeah. Well, that could be true too. I don't know.
And it happens. So I felt like when I see Kimmi and Maurice.
What y'all think about the house that Marsau and them are rehabbing? Because it looked good on the inside, didn't it?
We not on that, Joy. Can't we gotta get to Melody them first, and then that's the last scene. Okay. So anyway, I was saying, when I see Kimmi and Maurice, for some reason I feel like she always has to talk to him like he's her child, and I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It just
maybe I'm just a sucker. I think they're the sweetest couple. You know what I had said before when he was making all the comments and getting in trouble talking about the sex. I don't think he meant to hurt her. I think he was trying to do something funny for the TV or controversial for the show, just like Marsau does sometimes. But I don't know. I guess I don't know.
All right,
I agree. I agree with that.
You think that's what it is? Okay, so maybe I'm too hard on him because he works my nerves. So, and I want to say this. Martell brought Mel a whole bouquet of flowers. He bought Kimmi one. I don't know what that means. I was like, wait a minute.
What? Oh, Maurice only gave
he's an
Kimmi
adult.
one?
Okay, no, I'm an adult.
Oh, she haven't talked about. Okay.
All right, I got you. Nice to meet you, Roblox. I don't know what the first part means. All right, so let's talk about Mel and Martell. Sit down. I'm gonna say this, Mel. You got to get a new wig person because
girl,
not.
It was not bad though. We've seen some bad ones. Hers wasn't bad.
No, okay. The dye. I don't wear lace fronts and all. I hate those.
Who y'all talking about?
Mel, when her and Martell met, her hair. Her wig.
That was I don't know who cut that. It's how she cut her hairline. It was perfect. It needed to be plucked. She just needed to pluck it. So it looked like a perfect, nobody's hairline looks like that. So it looks wiggy.
So it looks
that's why you have to pre-plug.
It was still
bleach
cute. Her hair was cute.
I'm not saying that the hair wasn't cute. She needed to pre-plug and bleach those.
No, Joe, I said
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you know it's a wig, why does it matter if it's plucked or not? You know it's still a wig, plucked or not.
It makes it look wiggy. You know it's a wig. Your wig should look we know half of them wigs, but your wig should not look wiggy.
But I mean, if you have
because it shouldn't look wiggy.
She's rich, but I've seen girls in the projects with their hair without that looking like that. So I just feel like she could find somebody. If she needs to go to the project and get them to do her hair, somebody needs to fix that. It was a distraction I was like, you cannot.
That wig was not a distraction.
I'm gonna tell you,
I kept looking at it.
Me too, Drew. And I like Mel. Like she's one of my favorites, but I could not. And I understand because people were mad about the dress she had on. And I'm gonna say this: when you have an ex, I'm gonna look my best every time you see me. I don't care if you're my high school ex, my college, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna look so good. You're gonna be like, okay, yeah. She did have a freaking.
You don't want him to say, "Whoo, I dodged the bullet." Right. You don't want him to say, "Whoo, I dodged."
You gonna say because people were like, "Why did she go see him in that freaking dress?"
That's what she was supposed to do.
That's what she was supposed to do, right? Did y'all have a problem with what she had on?
Well, according. Do y'all think it's true?
What?
To what Martell said that the producer asked them to meet? Yeah, that it was supposed to be a peaceful conversation. That was the point. He did look frustrated. He was like, "Come on, man!" Like it seemed like at some point he was like, "Come on."
I will agree with that, Joy. It did look like something was off. It did look like something was off. Like
it's
he looked a little uncomfortable, and I don't know.
I will say I don't like his eye surgery. I feel like he needed because his eyes
I didn't even know.
Which my daughter has little eyes. I have big eyes. I don't know how she got little ones, but I don't. But under here, they're so tiny now.
Mm-hmm.
Go look and see. I was keeping my eyes that little. Okay.
I didn't notice a difference. I only noticed it when he was going through it because they were either swollen or bruised looking and everything.
Right.
But now that it's done, he's still Martell. I didn't even notice him. But anyway,
waiting only to come out commercial to look at it because I forgot about
eyes and tell me what you think, Joy. Martell eye surgery. I said it did not look good. He looked tired, and he could just been tired. He didn't feel okay. So he said, Chris Fletcher told me, Mel, that you did not feel protected in the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Why did Chris have to tell him that?
Because it's Martell, and he just obviously didn't know.
So he didn't know. Oh, okay.
I mean,
he definitely didn't protect her, but if he's any kind of alpha that he wants, that I think he is, that's a bruising comment because you can say you cheated. Cheated is what, and he could say what happened sometimes. But if you really a man and you have an alpha personality, you protect, you provide.
Right.
And if you're saying I didn't protect you, that sounds different. It may not to most people when you say cheating versus protect, but to a man, that means something.
And I'm gonna tell you
and
something.
He should, I mean, that's really it. He didn't protect her.
Them January Capricorns like Joy and Sheree and Martell, they different from us December Capricorns because we more self-aware, I think. Joy, I'm sorry I put you in that set category with them.
Right, don't put me in there.
Right, I was like, okay, maybe Joy's almost.
I'm a person.
Happy birthday, Joy.
I'm a true.
Happy birthday, Joy.
Thank you. I'm a true January Capricorn because I overanalyze stuff.
Boy.
I don't like Martell saying I overanalyze stuff. I be looking for stuff that ain't even there, trying to read between lies that ain't nobody said. Yeah, like I watch body language, like that kind of. That's why I was saying it. Martell looked off, like it was almost like he was like,
God
damn, like I can't get nowhere.
So were you surprised though?
Didn't make no sense because he said, "I didn't know that cheating on you would destroy everything we had." Like something came out of his mouth. That's why I said something ain't right. How could you not know she wasn't protected and you cheating on her was going to destroy everything?
But what that said to me is that he took advantage of the fact that she took him back before.
Yes,
and he thought it was something that was going to continue to happen. But I wish he had not have said that. It just made me think, come on, Martell. And she looked at him.
He was essentially been saying that. He was like, I just had one girlfriend. Y'all remember that?
Right.
I just had if you go back, he essentially believes it. Yeah. He's been saying that for the longest time.
Oh my God, I don't remember that. Yeah, Mel said he's the agent of chaos and confusion, and he doesn't have a white flag. He has a red flag.
And she said that, and she sounds funny. Her voice sounds like, I just was cracking up when she said it. She really said like that. He sounded like this is funny to me. You come to me with the craziest things, and your flag is white.
She's mad about stuff that Coleslaw be doing. I think
if he would have stopped her, I feel like most men when they have side chicks, they stop them. You know, like listen, we screwing, we hunching. But you gotta let it be with just me knowing we hunching. You can't let everybody know. You know what I mean?
And what did he say to that? He said, "Well,
most respectable side chicks."
Right.
He said, "That's not me. I can't control what somebody else says." Martell, you control everything about that little girl. Come on.
He said, "I didn't put the battery in her back," and I'm thinking, yeah.
So that's unfortunate.
I don't think.
Do you think
she's
he did
erratic though?
But he loves her. I don't care what nobody says.
I don't think she's controllable. And while at times he doesn't mind, he don't like it necessarily when he gets him in trouble with her.
Hold on.
Like
he doesn't like it necessarily when it gets him in trouble with Kosa or Melody.
Yeah, there are men that like that kind of chaos and passion because for them it translates into passion.
Oh yeah, so you wanted to argue with you just to make up.
So
yeah.
It's a lot of there are men out there that's like that, but he doesn't like having that much chaos and confusion around you can also mean he makes chaos and confusion to other people. And for him, it's a balance. That's why he keeps going back. Because, I mean, y'all know that there are a lot of men out there that do have side pieces. As soon as there is even a hint of emotion, they drop them. Because they know that with emotion comes chaos. Yes. He likes that. That's a part of his lure to her.
He likes the chaos. And that's why he keeps going back and pitting them against each other. He would say, well, one said to the other, another said to them. He enjoyed it.
I sure hate that he enjoyed it.
Martell, why you wearing that ring? And he said, I manifest. What is he manifesting?
I didn't know if he was talking about Mel or just being married in general. because Martell has also been very, very open about the fact that he wants to get married again. I don't think that it was about Mel so much. Just
if
being
it wasn't
married.
about Mel, don't put
He's
on the
been
ring
very
that Mel
clear.
gave
But why
you.
don't he wear a different ring? Like wear a ring. You can go.
I mean, ain't nobody. But I mean, if you got a wedding, I wore a wedding
Just go on
ring.
Amazon. You can go on Amazon and buy a.
Look, I actually. This is a true story. True story.
That's why I say them January Capricorn.
Look, I found a wedding ring. I thought it was fake. And I had took it to my auntie. I was like, is this real? She was like, girl, that's real. It fit my finger.
But it wasn't your ex-wife.
I actually lost the diamond out of it.
But it was a real nice
ex-husband. That wasn't from an ex. You're still with your husband for 90 years.
I laughed. On Amazon. I laugh about it and would say, I'm manifesting this. My auntie would say, that's just bad luck.
No.
Oh, God.
He could have got another ring.
He should have gotten another ring.
And he said that he
but
bought
I
the
posted
ring
that too.
That he didn't.
On that post that I did today, I added that to the question. He said that Carlos made him buy the flowers. Well, did Carlos make you wear the ring that you wore also? I would love the answer to that, because that kind of breaks up the thought of they're telling him everything to do. I don't think Carlos told you to wear your wedding band. I just don't know that I believe that. What do you guys think?
I do not. That he did not.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice when they was drinking tea, I think Martell is right-handed, but he was drinking with that left hand, baby. He wanted her to see that ring every time he took a sip. Go watch.
You notice what hand he was holding the cup with?
Yes, ma'am. Go watch. You gotta go watch. You know I be looking. What else happened? Oh, so they kind of went through. She said she had to take the kids' food, which we talk about that. And then she left her umbrella. That's all I remember. Anything else from that scene?
Nope. That's about it.
Okay, let's get to the scene that Joy wanted to talk about. Tisha and Marsau. Okay, now I do think the house does look better, but it's so much traffic. Did y'all see the cars?
Yeah.
I don't know. I live in a cul-de-sac, so maybe that's
look cold. Like it looked like it might out cost the neighborhood. Like sometimes you can overdo the house and it'll never be able to sell at what it's really valued at, because that was cold-blooded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the house.
I seen
the White House.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
the inside looks better.
You see that black refrigerator with the gold, handles.
But that doesn't have anything to do with the
like
cost of the house.
Refrigerator.
Yeah, I was talking about like the curb appeal. You mentioned all the traffic.
The inside don't have nothing to do with the outside and the value appraisal. Because they're gonna take them, I hope, with them. I would. You ain't taking them. Yeah,
it looks good how open it is.
Yeah, I like the changes they made, because I don't think that Scott's Manor is gonna be built until like 2040.
So, like free stuff.
But what do y'all think about when she was like, when is this going to be done? My office was supposed to be done before Black. How long has Black been built?
I don't know.
But it's been at least a year, right?
It's been years. That's
what I'm saying. So why is it, what is they doing to her office? Do you think he puts her on the back burner?
Where is the office at?
I don't necessarily think he puts it on the back burner. I think that he has other court cases and things going on. He's a busy man. That's all I'm saying. I think there's other things that are hindering him completing the house.
You ain't right. Not other court cases. I don't know
if it's the house or was her office that one place that her and Marsau was talking in. And Stormi met her in it once. Was that the office?
Could have been her office. Because he asked her, do you want a home office? She said, no, I don't want no home office. So it's not at the house. Okay. But that could be where her and Stormi met, was the office. Yeah. If that's the office, he ain't even done.
Because something was being rehabbed. Remember?
But honey, that don't look like he even been in there for a couple of days. So
it was rehab though. Black was rehab though. It was a plaza, and I think they bought the plaza, and they've been putting sections in the plaza, like
so he's still working
a little plaza. It's
okay.
Black. Yeah, no, Black. I think itself is done. It's the other parts of the plaza.
Okay. So
Black isn't a standalone, is what I'm saying. It's not a standalone building.
So I have a question then. If you have all these projects, he said he had a hotel, a gas station, and it may have been something else that I didn't write. Should he get more help, or
he has his brother?
His brother don't even want to put up a picture at the house. Kimmi done said, all I want you to do is build something for me and I'll get wet. He ain't even done that yet.
And no, I meant the other brother, not Maurice. The other brother.
Well, he's a slacker too.
Oh,
I don't know how much time has gone by, but if you got a house and you got a refrigerator and everything in there, they may be able. That looks closer to, because most people don't put their appliances in until they ready to move in. You know what I mean? Even if they were
there, ordered. Remember, he want to stay there some nights. Remember, Joy?
You shady.
I'm not shady.
I'm looking at the kitchen. It's black too.
Yeah, he wants to stay. He wants to stay there.
I wonder, do they have a stove?
He got a microwave. So then, what else he say? Sounds like he needs a bigger staff. Can't finish this house. Okay, so then he said something to the effect of, any business that runs itself into the ground. Mm-hmm. You see what happened with Canvas Beauty.
He is so shady.
Did he say that?
Yes.
What happened? What's his? What?
I did hear that she's not selling any of her products but the glaze. Is that true?
But she stopped everything but the glaze. I think she's back making the hair stuff, but the glaze is selling so much that she's making millions off of it.
I'm just going. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling y'all what she said. She did a whole Instagram post after what Marsau said, and it was something like $25 times how many other she sold. It's like 12.5 million. Is what she made from the glaze so far. So I don't know if she's gonna do the other stuff.
And let me say this: I found out this. They didn't see these in episodes.
Yes, Stormi said that.
I was shocked to that.
Me
that
too.
in the because Stormi
is that why they've been fighting?
Stormi said the truth. She said, truth be told, we didn't even see the end episodes before we shot the reunion.
Yeah. Oh,
her and
and
Tish was going at it. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I posted that too.
And this lady gonna say scary cat instead of scaredy cat. And she said something. I was like, you can't even type right. I just want somebody to help Tish. It just bothered me. I would love to be her marketing person. I would be so good.
If y'all look at Kimmi's wigs, you look at Kimmi's wig. I hate these sideburns. But if you look at Kimmy's ring, even Tisha's, if you look at their hairline, that's the issue that they're having. The hairline isn't perfect. Nobody has a perfect hairline outside of a person that gets it shaved by the barber.
I have some of her serum. I have not used it. And I have her edge control too. I bought some stuff from Stormi. I bought some stuff from Nail. I don't like wine.
I was buying stuff from Stormi before before this show ever started. I had bought some stuff during the pandemic. They had to tell me who she was on the show. But yeah, I had already had.
Let's get back to Marsau because he did some stuff that was really shady. So Tish was going off. You know, she was doing her neck, telling him what he wasn't gonna do, and he said, "Baby, this is turning me on." If you was doing all that and your man said that to you, would you be upset?
No.
Me either. I'd be like, okay. She was still mad though. He also said,
"Oh, who?
Marsau." So when Tish was doing her little sister girl, I'm mad at you. You better get my office together. He was like, "You're turning me on." It's condescending. That's what she said. She said he was being condescending. She said that they need, because he said something. She said, "Our lease is up." He was like, "How is our lease up when you've extended it?" Like he was pushing her buttons. And she was like, I want to move back into my house. And I'm thinking, why he didn't know the lease was up? He don't know nothing. Anyway, then he said, then he started dragging out the pregnancy test.
Oh God.
Again.
I can't with him in that.
So y'all think it's an act?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I do.
Cause baby, when she left out with the same answer that he gave her first season is when he said, "Are you cheating on me?" And she was like, "I can't answer that for you."
That was it, wasn't it?
He was like that answer. He said that answer don't work for me. And wait a minute, I like that. I was writing when he said it. I paused. I said, "Ooh, let me go back and find something." I be looking for stuff that men would actually say. I can see a man say, "You telling him something that don't work for me." Like most men would get mad and curse at you and be like, what the world that mean? Da 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 da. Now y'all arguing over something that the subject isn't. He was like, that answer don't work for me. You have to come better.
Another thing she said
most
that I
of the
like,
time people answer accusatory.
She said, if we have trust, then we have nothing. If we don't have trust, then we don't have nothing. And then she left. And I said, finally, it has happened to me. I was happy. What about that? I was ready. I was like, yes. What y'all think? Was y'all proud of her? I was very proud.
Everybody was.
Yeah.
Was everybody proud? Okay.
This has been a grow up season for Tisha, in my opinion.
Oh, do y'all want to talk about the reunion clip? I don't have any notes, but we probably can remember. Okay.
Yes, real quick though, because what time is it? 8:05. Yeah, let's.
Yeah, we gotta go. So Tisha came with her boxing gloves and her T-Squad girls.
Who is her trainer with them little lines she was bringing, child? I was cracking up.
Do y'all think she was rehearsing reads or?
Yes, I do, and I loved it.
And you should. And you should.
You should come prepared.
Like, it's okay. I think they all do it. I think they all do it. So
Carlos over there gaslighting. Carlos said, "Are you saying that she don't pay her invoices?"
Right, because he said Stormi over there sitting on TikTok and she don't even pay her invoices. But what invoices did she not pay?
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't heard of that. And then I was like,
Stormi said, "I gave you grace."
She just told this lady's whole shipping policy, including the name. And you trying to say her business is bad, Tisha? Come on,
it ain't a person in this world that believe Tisha did that website. It's still her fault. The buck stops at her. Right. But y'all know doggone well that girl ain't did that. And I absolutely believe she paid the same person that did, because that's what she said. She hired the same person that did Stormi's. And he just trusted that he was going to do it right. He didn't.
But Stormi said that she didn't hire anybody. She did her own. Did you watch that with her and Latrice? She said that, and I thought about suing her.
Yeah.
Y'all really think Tisha did her own website?
No, I don't.
No.
Stormi said that she did her own. So with Tisha saying that she hired the same person is a lie, because she didn't.
Oh,
No, we know Tisha didn't do her own. No, not at all.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, did Stormi write the code and everything for it, or did she just pull up a template and type in
She probably use WordPress. Is that what it's called? WordPress?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No big deal. I mean, no big deal.
And then Shopify has like little templates you can use. I feel like that what they use is a Shopify
type of thing.
Wording. Yeah. So I mean, but she just should have changed it to say whatever their email address is.
She should have just proofread it. I mean,
that's what it is. The buck stops at Tisha anyway around.
Does. Yeah.
But it wasn't, I didn't understand Stormi's outrage in regards to her copying it. I know that she was saying
you did.
I would have been pissed.
I
would have been mad.
I understood it 100% because I think I would have been more upset because Tisha didn't understand it. You don't understand how this is bad for my business. You're putting all this stuff and you got your people calling me because you can't. I understand her upset. I understand it 100%. And then Tisha was saying, well, no, why would I be upset? Tisha didn't understand it. So that would have made me more mad.
I didn't either. I still don't want somebody to talk to me like
I
them too.
don't think because
I mean, if somebody copied something that I did, I would laugh at it. I wouldn't get upset about it. I would have said, what is it? What's the term?
Well, it was up there for hours.
Imitation but she don't know if Tisha's products are any good. She don't know if they're vegan. She don't know what they put in.
I hear you. But the only thing that was copied was the return policy.
But it made it seem like they were products. Wait a minute, Joy. If you're returning something to Canvas Beauty, it's a Canvas Beauty product. More than likely,
but it was only up for 4 or 5 hours. It wasn't.
That's long enough. That's long enough.
And nobody had gotten. This is what y'all listen. This was on Tisha's website. If somebody and Tisha had only just went live, nobody even had a product in their hands to even complain about it. They realized the mistake that day. Girl, it went live.
It does not matter.
Happened the day
it was on the internet for 5 minutes. Somebody screenshot it. Somebody put it in all the groups. Somebody put it all over social media.
I get all of that. I get her being upset. It doesn't hurt her business. How does
that's
hurt
you, Joy? But I wouldn't want that for my
Joy.
Business. My business is my business. Your business is your business. Do not mingle our businesses unless you're gonna give me some of your profit. If you made all this profit and people think it's my product, and that's why they buying it. Because essentially, people probably
had nothing. Y'all are supposed to say things that are just not happening here. It was only Stormi's email address. That's
people thought it was a Canvas. People was even saying,
Joy, you're not even trying to get it. That's the only thing I can say.
Yes, we did. We said it. You said it. Go back and watch. Go back and watch. You said it too.
We thought it was for different reasons.
Listen, if you got the wrong information on your website and you get complaints about that, now Stormi's gonna get all those complaints because you didn't think to check your own website. I mean, there's reasons in there.
She get? Nobody can. What are you complaining about when nobody got a product?
Nobody can buy something if something's on there for several hours. Maybe they want to cancel an order. Maybe they
even if they bought it.
Who do I call for
even if they bought
the information on there is Stormi and not
I get orders off of my name.
Listen, Joy, you
give me the money because people
thought
they bought it because they thought it was a Canvas Beauty product. That Tisha,
and then they're gonna get Mila and me or whoever in the mail.
Joy, you are too smart to not understand this. Joy,
doesn't make any sense to me.
Joy,
you do. Listen, when it comes to excuses, Joy be at the top of the crop for the Scotch and for Martell.
I tell you, if Kenya Moore would have copied anything from Portia or Phaedra, it would have been an issue. I promise you.
I would have laughed at it, but I wouldn't have understood why Portia would be mad at it.
Round and round. And Portia would have been mad too.
Tisha didn't even initially think she did anything wrong. Come on now, Joy, stop. You've made all your own butters and stuff like that before. Now, if your stuff had gotten sent to somebody else or something with somebody else, that's going to look bad on you, on that other person, not on you. It's an issue. I know you don't get it, but that's okay. We got to hurry up and get off here.
All right. What else was on there? Tisha said that Kiki cheated on her husband. Kiki said, okay, I did. And then Marsau
said,
and
your point.
You know what she said? And I liked it. I did. And I liked it. That's what I want Mel to say to Martell.
Nene said that.
Yeah. Oh, being a stripper. She did.
I like it. Now what?
You gave that man head. I did, Martell, and I liked it. Okay,
y'all know this
song. He had a hook and a curve, which I think sounds deformed, but
but have you ever had one? I mean,
I had a hook, or I thought they were the same. So how can you have both? It's like I don't think that's
Perio's disease for real.
Right.
But look, y'all ain't never heard of. No, it is. Y'all know
it is, but a hook and a curve. You can't have both.
Yeah, you can.
But that's the same. A hook is a
Monty,
curve.
do the finger again because you're trying to do the show.
Yeah, it can.
I cannot with you today.
Y'all ain't never heard Megan Thee Stallion got lyrics that talk about that.
Yeah, I
got
know,
a hook in it, and it lead over.
How do you know Megan Thee Stallion lyrics, Joy?
Yes, me and Joy. We love female rappers.
I'm obsessed. I have been obsessed with female rappers since Roxanne Shante.
Yes, I'm with you.
Have a nice day.
Oh. I just know we like the cars that go boom with Erica Girardi.
Oh, yes. We like the cars that go
like
boom. Tisha and something, and we like the
and Bonnie. And
that's it.
If your car ain't
security, I can't. Let's just stop now.
Anyway, what else? Is that it? The hook and the curve. And then Mel gave Marsau, which I think Mel and Marsau are about to be back to being funny.
Gave him the t-shirt.
And Tisha's not gonna like this. But people love their dynamic. When they used to meet up, Marsau and Mel, remember they would always have a scene alone, no matter what, because people love them back and forth. They're about to start doing it again. I'm just gonna let y'all know.
I like them. They're silly.
And I think that's it. So the reunion will be next week, right? Sunday, Saturday, or this week?
Yes, Saturday.
Tomorrow we're about to get off of here. I put the StreamYard on, but nobody came. I don't even think they knew what to do. We're gonna get off, but tomorrow we will be back. We want a lot of participation, so y'all please come back. We have like 20 people on here. Thanks so much. But we're gonna do an award show. We're giving out the 2023 awards for best reality TV show, our favorites, craziest moments, etc. We want y'all to participate.
Curve and hook. We're giving them all out.
Curve and hook, best man in the suit. Like we going in, okay?
The best wig line or the edge line.
Worst hair. Like we got some great categories. So y'all come back and participate with us, and we will see you tomorrow.
Look at Lisa Renner.
That is not Lisa Renner.
Donna is vomiting. Show that again
on her Instagram.
Let me put up our StreamYard. Hi, Donna. I'm happy you have so many questions. We have a link.
Show that again, Joy.
You have to scan it with your phone. I don't know if you're on your phone now, but maybe you can go back and do our QR code. Our QR code has everything. We have a podcast on any like Spotify, Apple TV, whatever. Just everything. How do I get this comment off so she can get this? Okay. So do this QR code and you'll get everything Chatter Up. All of our YouTube stuff, our podcast, our Facebook. What else we have? Our TikTok, Instagram. We legit, girl. We about to be going places in 2024. Okay. And we crazy. Hope you like our crazy.
Did y'all hear that Carlos King gave the best reality?
Girl, I put it in our thing to
Salt Lake
City. Salt Lake City. I said not even his own show.
Ain't even watchable.
First of all, it's not even one of his. You think he would have at least said Bell Collective or Love on the Run or whatever he got?
Yeah, no,
I this one. And then
he didn't say anything about his show.
Oh, Donna, what's your YouTube channel? You can put it in here.
I think you see the writing on the wall about Huntsville. Unless they do something drastic, Huntsville is going to end. It's not going to be able to hold on to viewers much longer.
I'm gonna say this.
What I mean by that is that they have to move on between Melanie and Martell. If Nell and them gonna be the nucleus, that's fine. We could do that.
Right.
But they have to stop with this. Now, if you want to add another element, I do think coleslaw would be a good element.
No.
They want coleslaw. No. I can't. I'm gonna say this. I think Carlos is intimidated by black shows on Bravo. He talks about them the dirtiest. He's meanest. He's meaner about the cast. He even said Ashley Darby was the worst person in reality TV when all these boring people are on these other shows. Because, and I'm gonna say this because he has a show that's based in DC and Potomac is based in that area, and they can't compete with them. He's the hardest on Potomac than anything, and I think it's because he's jealous that his DC show ain't hitting. I'm just letting you know. I think he misses Bravo, and I think he wants to put down the black. So he said Salt Lake was the best show. A show that don't get no views.
A reality show, it's not really a reality show this year that's really been good. For real. But I would have even understood if he said Vanderpump. Because Vanderpump really was last year pretty explosive. But in my opinion, what Vanderpump did is what Huntsville would do if they added coleslaw. People watch that affair. We've all watched the reaction from the affair. We've seen that marriage fall apart. I think it would give a whole nother element to watch on TV. Him try to move on with this girl. He ruined his.
Why would he do that on the show? He said it with his wife.
I want
to wife it. Joy. I cannot believe you're saying this.
I just want to see it because I want to be messy.
But he can get his own show. They can get their own show.
I want to see him leave when his parents. I want to see a situation where he sit outside the house and ask the kids to bring him a plate. Because ain't no way you're going to convince me that Flaw know how to cook. Right. I want to see.
Oh, Coleslaw does know how to cook according to her.
He says she does.
Yeah, she said.
Okay. And I want to see it.
I'm telling you what she said.
I want to see it.
I don't want to see
I don't want to see that. I don't know.
I don't think it should be on this show. No. I think they can get their own show, even if they do a YouTube channel show.
Maybe they can have a show where Martell just goes to therapy every episode.
No.
That could be good.
No, it won't.
So okay.
He's gonna be better than watching them on TV and doing the coleslaw buffet thing.
Are you saying that Carlos, the show will? I believe that they'll lose Tisha supporters, they'll lose Kimmi supporters, Marsau.
I mean, not if
because that girl's run against all of them.
But I think you all are expecting Martell, especially first time. Nobody's expecting her to film with the other ladies. Just Martell's real life. If that's his real life. Now,
but if she's not going to film with the other ladies, it's just going to be her and Martell and get their own show. Why do you need?
They need their own show.
Yeah, but it's just his home life. He ain't got to bring her to stuff, but maybe eventually they can work up to it. I would like that.
They need their own. But you say Kiki won't be good on there if she just filmed with Melody and Stormi,
right? But you're okay with these people coming on there just filming together. Come on, Joy.
No, ma'am. I don't think they should go on that show. I think they can get their own show, and I think that people will watch it. But I want them to just not go on the show that he created with his wife. I feel like it's just downright dirty, and if they do that's the dirtiest thing they could ever do.
I don't know why.
And then Raquel, and I'm gonna say this:
how could it be dirty? And it's really what's happening.
But that's crazy.
Because this is a show.
Joy. He ain't claimed her on the reunion. He didn't claim her when he went to go eat with Melody. Why would if that's his reality, then claim her on something first. Claim her.
Thank you.
I
would be tired of him not claiming me. You gonna sit there and say, no, I ain't with her. Marsau says to him, are you sure she knows that? Like, claim the
you
girl.
know what? I just don't see a reason to bring a side chick on the show that you and your ex-wife created.
He's not a side chick anymore. He's divorced.
Oh, so it's changed now?
Joy, stop.
That is.
Girl,
he's not married. Is he married?
That you do not believe this.
So if Mel was dating and decided to bring her guy on because she's not.
Listen, Melody
ain't even been that dirty to bring another guy around.
Melody wouldn't do that. I really don't think she would do that.
She ain't even been that dirty to do that. At least let her do it first. Let her have something. Like, seriously. Dang.
Yeah, that's so disrespectful.
That's what it's about.
As a wife,
what it's about.
Thinking this way, I can't believe you want to see this happen. You already said she ain't healed, and you think this gonna help her heal more? I mean, this is hurting this lady even more. If you already don't think she's healed, so just hurt her more.
Yeah, I mean, and she's moved on, I do believe, but I don't care how far you moved on.
But you think she's not. So as a person who thinks she's not, to say this is crazy.
Joy,
I would never.
Whatever.
Would you film with your husband, Sachi? I ain't gonna even want to film my husband's ex-girlfriend.
Thank you.
Okay,
I can't even see why
again. I'm a whole January Capricorn.
Right, y'all trifling. Look at Martell.
January Capricorn have a way to slice you out of your life.
We ain't claiming
you
y'all.
Don't even exist.
I'm a December Capricorn, and we are not the same.
If I'm bothered, you won't know it.
Yes, we will. We would know because y'all can't keep nothing quiet.
Let me tell you something. You can mask a lot of things, but that right there, and I can mask a lot. My mom tells me I'm the most nonchalant person she's ever met because I will be straight face and straight lace, and you will never know. But if that shit happened, oh, you gonna know. Because I'm gonna be cool, but once I'm mad, y'all know it. Once I'm mad, I'm like the Incredible Hulk. You don't like me when I'm freaking angry.
Yeah, I've seen that side of you 2 or 3 times.
Yes, you have. Thank you, and I apologize because it's embarrassing. I get there, but no, you gonna see it. No, ma'am. Ma'am. Y'all, but we love each other, but we do go off on each other sometimes. New people. Anyway.
And it's mostly, think about all the arguments we've had this past 2 years. It's been mostly about Erica Girardi and Martell Hope.
Probably so.
Make no sense.
We talking about Erica this? I guess at the beginning.
Sutton and Erica and Sutton, Erica and Martell. But I think that's what makes us great. It's because even if you don't like me, you'll like Callie or you'll like Joy, and other way around. Like if you don't like, you'll like one of us. And so I think that's why we work, because you ain't gonna like all 3 of us, and that's fine. And you might. Anyway, tomorrow is gonna be a great day. We're gonna have our award show. I think it's gonna be fun and fabulous. Anything else, ladies?
Nope. It's bedtime. Peace out, homies.
Yes. I go back to work tomorrow. Y'all have been off for almost 2 weeks. When do you go back, Joy?
Tomorrow. I was supposed to go back today. I didn't go back today. I called in tomorrow. I called in sick. I'm going tomorrow though.
And now she is on the TV. I cannot.
Well, I was off. I go back tomorrow. But y'all pray for me that I go back. I may do like the Joy.
Okay, we talk too much as y'all can see. I'm about to hang up on y'all.
All right, we about to go. Be good, Donna. I shared your page. If you want us to come over one time, or if you want to come on here as a guest, because I invited somebody and they think they are now.
Name it the Wacky Hosts. Okay, that's the new show name.
Country Conversation Diva D is the name of our YouTube.
All
right, we'll subscribe to it. I'll try to find it. Anything else, people?
Nope.
All right, peace. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Peace out.
Not your dog. All right. Lord, my dog thought I wanted.